Honk.
That is the kind of honk I like to hear on a Tuesday. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to June 10th, 2025, Arvanauts. Welcome, everybody. And welcome, everyone, to day 2 of our Fighting Fantasy Gamebook Stealer of Souls. I was trying to figure out why I couldn't find the previous play of this, because I'm like, we started this a few months ago. Why did we not play last month? And then I remembered it was because Arvbot was out of commission, but Arvbot is now fixed. Arvbot Plus is back thanks to the amazing Effect Life. And we are now up and running and ready to go with Stealer of Souls. Very important to have an echo there. Before we go any further, though, just a couple of reminders about ways to support the channel if you have not done so already. Please follow our channel. If you have not done so already, please consider supporting us by going over to our YouTube channel, !ArvTube for that. And again, please do subscribe to us over there. It's free for you to do that, but it is a real help to us. And every new subscriber is a new record. So we are sitting at about 1104, 1105, something like that. So please do join us over on the YouTube. And if you're watching us over there, that would be fine. Please stop telling me that I need to update my Windows. I'm aware of that. Thank you, Windows. Okay. And I just need to freaking download the new security intelligence antivirus thing. So anyway, !ArvTube for that. Discord is !ArvCord. You can hang out with the Arvanauts in between streams. Twitter is !ArvTweets. Blue Sky, !ArvSky. Website for this is arvaneleron.com. And don't forget to check out our Gen GMs show. Zach and I are going to be recording a new Gen GMs long video form tonight. So that should be getting posted sometime by the end of the week. So definitely keep your eyes out for that, or keep your eyes peeled is what I should be saying for that. That is, again, website for this, arvaneleron.com. Financially, !Arv Shop is our merchandise area. !Arvtreon is our Patreon, which is really important, the financial backbone of the channel. If you can support both those two things, it would really help us out and get you some cool stuff as well. Same thing if you subscribe to the channel and get those custom sub badges and emotes that you see that has been on the channel, and you can use those here, there, and everywhere across Twitch. More of those emotes are going to be on the way in the next couple of months, by the way. And you can also get inspirations to help our players both by supporting that and the Patreon. So please do those things. It would really help us out. On the publishing side of things, !Icarus is my graphic novel from Athos Arts. !Library is my Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library. That's my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment. And !Greyshade is my Greyshade IP from Athos Arts. Greyshade, Renegade, Heretic, the Grey Assassin trilogy from Athos, available there. You can also get the audiobook of Greyshade from our very own Trent Sparks. Also more information about that coming soon, which I just realized I have to put a note about that with something. Okay, good. So anyway, yes, support us with those audiobooks there. And if you have not already done so, please consider as well pre-ordering the tabletop role-playing game of Greyshade, which is coming out from Alligator Alley Entertainment, designed by our very own Brandon O'Brien. That is going to be available at Gen Con, so it's going to be released officially in August of this year. So pre-order that now. It is going to be awesome. I can't wait. Look at all those amazing, man, who is a better set of emotes on Twitch than our channel? Like, I mean, look at that great stuff. That is just the best. Thank you, Triffid, for a live in-person discussion, demonstration. And by in person, I mean in Firebird person, so to speak. Anyway, so yes, !Greyshade there. And if you haven't done so already, please consider as well supporting our various causes. !BLM, Black Lives Matter. Important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. !Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Very important to reach out to others when you need help, and reach out to others when they need help as well. And !Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage. And send the message. We'll do so for others in the future as well. Quick note on schedule. We are starting earlier today because we have an earlier session over on GOG.com, although it looks like that earlier session over on GOG.com is not going to be D&D. It was supposed to be more Ghosts of Saltmarsh today, but we've had multiple player conflicts that have popped up that they have to deal with, and real life always has to come first. So looks like that is not going to happen today, but there will be Pen and Pixels as per usual. I will be doing more of Expeditions Rome, which is really an awesome game. So I will be over there from 2 to 5 p.m. And then at 6:30 p.m. tonight, I want everybody to know, I am going over to watch a live poetry reading at Black Rock Books. And you may ask yourself, well, live poetry reading. Do you happen to know the poet? Indeed, I do. I'm glad that you asked. It is the poet laureate, the student, Bridgeport's first student poet laureate, in the figure of my lovely daughter, who is going to be doing a reading tonight at Blackrock Books, which is very cool because that's the place that I have done several readings of my work as well. So I'm super excited to do that. That'll be happening tonight. We're not going to be live streaming it, I don't believe, but I am going to be doing that this evening, and I just wanted to let you all know. So it's going to be awesome. Gen GMs is going to be after we get back because Zach is on the West Coast and Pacific time. That means that he starts later basically. So it's not a big deal for us to do that. So we'll be doing the Gen GMs recording after the poetry thing. Poetry thing's about an hour, and then we'll probably get dinner. So that's about an hour, and then we'll be back in time to do the Gen GMs thing. So yeah. And then tomorrow I am going to Damon Runyon's annual breakfast as a friend of Damon Runyon. So very honored to be getting to go to that. My wife and I are going to be going to the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation annual breakfast, where we will meet some of the scientists and some of these amazing people that make it possible to do what we do. I am going to have to be dressed up to the nines. I got to break out my suit out of mothballs. Even my usual good-looking, I hope good-looking stuff of vests and pocket watches is not enough to cover this. It's got to be more than that. So I got to break out the full suit. So yeah, I'm going to have to make sure I do that. And we're going to have to leave it on an ungodly hour tomorrow morning to get down there. But it's okay. It's well worth it for this honor. So I'm very excited for that. And I will report all of that to you on social media at some point on Wednesday. And then definitely, of course, during the stream on Thursday night, which will be more Oblivion remastered. And I think actually Community D&D is playing tomorrow night, if I'm not mistaken. So in that case, I may just drop back and, I may sort of stop in and be like, hey, here's this stuff that happened. I might do that as well. Can you confirm that, Triffid? Is that right? Is that tomorrow? Is that update schedule stream title? Is that happening tomorrow? I think it is happening tomorrow, right? Community D&D? Tomorrow, Wednesday night? I think it is. Just going to put a note to myself in the meantime. But tonight, or today, I should say, not tonight. Today, what we have right now is the amazing and awesome TariToons. And so I'm going to unmute myself. I just wanted to make sure, Triffid, that thing is happening tonight. Rather, Community D&D is happening tomorrow night. I think it's happening Wednesday night, right? I'm just not looking right at the calendar, and I thought if you happen to know off the top of your head, but not a huge deal either way. Yes, okay, cool. That's what I wanted to check. Cool, that's what I thought. So yes, that'll be happening tomorrow night. So maybe I will stop in and talk to those folks about that. Anyway, so I have unmuted myself, and now I will unmute her, and I will head over to reveal to you what looks like right now the Stealer of Souls book. But what happens if I remove this cover? You can see that we're ready to go. Now, these are our two characters that we're playing here, as you can see. So we have a pink bunny, which is the alternate form of Link and all that. Yes. That's part of the mix. And Nintendo, please don't come after me. It'll be fine. How are you, Tari? How's life in the universe with you?
Oh, I'm good. Besides the weather kicking my ass.
Yeah.
So, look, now it's like gray outside again. God dang it! It's like 20 past 5. It shouldn't be this dark.
Yeah.
What is this? Like winter?
Yep. No kidding. It's gray here too. I know. Like Tari and I realized that we have
shining like an hour ago.
Exactly. Tari and I realized that we have like very similar weather, even though we live quite a distance apart. But yeah, similar weather in the world.
Yeah. Well, I did get to meet my friend's new baby on Sunday, which was really nice.
Very cool.
Yeah, that was very, very cute. Her 3-year-old was very sad about cake the entire day.
About cake?
Yeah, because we did bring cake for everybody.
Okay.
But when we were eating the cake, she didn't want any. And she instead wanted to eat like her mini donuts that she had from the supermarket.
Okay.
Which is fine, but so we ate then all the cake, and then when dinner time rolled around, she was like, but I want my cake now. And then she was so upset. Oh no. And it was like, okay, we were ordering food. And it was like, okay, so what do you want for dinner? I'm like, I want cake. And no, for dinner, cake. No, do you want chicken nuggets or currywurst with your fries? Cake.
Wow.
The entire evening, it's like cake. So sad, so wistful.
Cake. And as Big Boss points out, so the cake was a lie, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Well, it was the truth. It was just you didn't, as Triffett said, you snooze, you lose. You have to take cake when you have the chance. You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
She didn't like say, "Hey, I don't want the cake now, so can I have some later
Save me a
then?"
piece of cake. Yeah.
Yeah, no, she was like, "No, I don't want any cake." So,
But that's the living in the moment of the 3-year-old, right? Just like at this
Yeah.
moment, donuts. Now at this moment, cake. You know.
Yeah.
Yep. It's all about
Like
that.
children are
That cake.
so smart sometimes. Yeah,
It's true.
yeah.
It's true. And Bit is right. If you have your cake, you do have to eat it. Can confirm, having had some cake over the weekend of my son, of my now
Yeah.
9-year-old son. But she learned a valuable life lesson. Yes.
Oh, I doubt it. I highly doubt it that she learned anything. It's like is gonna have to repeat like another dozen times before this will stick. This kind of lesson.
You mean I really don't get cake all the time? Yeah.
No, like this you know, action versus consequences, or
Yes.
rather,
Yes.
lack of actions versus consequences.
Precisely right.
Like that is too complex of a thing yet for a 3-year-old, I feel.
It's like it's a fundamental fairness thing, right? Where it's just kind of like, but it's not fair that I don't get to have cake.
She's very
like,
much about fairness right now.
Oh yeah, no, I mean that's.
Oh yeah. Like the stories my friends tells me about like like stuff like so like if dad gets to spend time with the baby, then I get to spend time with the mom right now, right? Even though mom really needs some sleep, and vice versa, right?
Right. Yeah.
It's like this concept is
Yep.
like baby needs more attention right now. Sorry, 3-year-old.
Well, I'm here to tell you that
also like the artist formerly known as Only Child.
Exactly
is coming through.
Yep. That I was just gonna say, like as now that they're 2 kids, fairness will definitely be a thing. But yeah, cake is a fundamental human right. So good to see Big Bus. Hello to Imaginary Exponent. Hello to Cloud36 who says cute bunny. Hello. As the French said once, let them eat cake. Well, that's the thing. They wanted to eat cake but didn't get a chance to. Like that's what Tari's saying basically. Is they should have eaten cake, but they were eating mini donuts instead, and then they ran out of then there was cake used up. Because Tari and friends did not want to abandon the chance for cake,
Yeah.
So that's how that all went down. But anyway, well, for those of you who are new to the stream and are like, what are we doing here? Tari and I are doing our long-running series now in which we play a fighting fantasy game book. It's also been Lone Wolf game book. It's been some other game books in the past, but it's been more fighting fantasy than not. From the great Ian Livingston and, Sir Ian Livingston and Steve Jackson. I'm going to be reading, right after I finish Saint Death's Daughter by C.S.E. Cooney, which is really good, by the way. I'm going to be reading Dice Men, which is about the people who wrote these books, actually. I'm looking forward to that book. But this is Stealer of Souls. It is book number 30. Oh, shoot. I don't remember. 30 something. I don't recall what number that we are playing. And we play this book. Chad makes the decisions. And Tari, who is a professional artist of renown, okay, listen, among the Dutch heraldry community, let me tell you, Tari is where it's at. So, but she will be illustrating live this stuff. And if you're like, man, I wish that I could get Tari's art, I'm glad that you brought that up, because if you type in this thing, if you type that in, you will pull up TariToons Gumroads page where you can purchase Tari's art, that you can have your own piece of Tari's art. And if you subscribe to the channel and get some of our merchandise, but especially subscribe to the channel, you can see the emotes that are largely made by Tari. So, for example, no, that's not how you do it. Right, like that, for example, that's us. Or how about you want a flexing Fifi, our channel mascot. Arvini Swall has got you covered. Or let's say that you are really sad. Well, then that's you crying in the distance as you've got that going. So we have got your emotes covered, and that art is all done by the amazing TariToons. So Tari is going to illustrate this live as we play. And she's doing at the moment a warm-up sketch. And when that's done, we will return to the fold. And I guess when you get a chance, Tari, to show the picture of our Sir Grendelthorpe.
Yes, I can go ahead with that now. I think we only did one session so far because last time did not.
Correct, because we had the tech
Oh,
problems
yeah,
last
yeah.
time. But we're
Right. Oh yeah, that was that was a warm up last time.
oh my god,
Oh, very
so
very
good.
serious channel coat of arms featuring Fifi.
Yep.
No. So this is our hero, Sir Grendel-Thorpe.
Sir Grendel-Thorpe. Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
go.
And then we fought a giant crab on the sea and went, oh crap.
Oh crap. But we clawed our way to the shores, chat, so it
Yeah.
was fine.
Made it out within a pinch.
Well done.
I
I was trying to make we were right on the crustacean of victory, but I couldn't quite get there. Anyway.
Oh, right. And then we met a giant in the woods on the island, if I recall correctly.
That is right, who turned out to be a friendly giant.
Yes. A BFG, one would say.
Yes, yes.
And then we fought some cultist or wizard, I don't recall.
Every time I see this, I just keep thinking like the guy is signaling that you scored a field goal in American football. Like, he scored. Oh man, yes, we fought the cultist.
Yes.
And that was the last one, I think, was the one that we did, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Cool. Well, chat, then we should talk a little bit about what we're doing on this journey in the first place, since it has been a couple of months. And then Tari and I will pick our music, and then we will play. We're going to play today for 12:30, 1:30. Yeah, so we will play for a little over 2 hours today, and get through this. So, we are a great warrior, obviously. I think that's obvious from the pictures you just saw of Sir Grendel-Thorpe. And we are here about this guy named Mordreneth. Now, Mordreneth is a servant of evil and chaos. He is a mage of incredible skill, and he has a fiendish cunning. He's basically he's the guy that you don't want to deal with, right? You want to take care of him. You don't want to sort of assume that he'll be nice, because he won't be. And he has kidnapped another wizard here whose name is Alsander, who was occupied in magical research into Mordreneth's schemings. Mordreneth is using magical energies to draw power in some way from the realms of the dead. And Alsander, who's doing research on this, was found. However, was found by Mordreneth and kidnapped. However, by magical scrying, they have found where Alsander is, and he is still alive. Our task is not quite as desperate, so we don't have to slay Mordreneth. We have to bring Alsander back, and if we can bring Alsander back, we will then know how to actually defeat Mordreneth. We also know that Alsander is imprisoned elsewhere, and Mordreneth presumably expects that we are going to go find him, but they have discovered through this magical scrying that Alsander is imprisoned someplace else. So they have sent a ship to go towards Mordreneth as a diversion. In the meantime, though, we found out that Mordreneth has hidden this wizard Alsander on the Isle of Despair. I think that's reasonable. It wasn't the Isle of Fluffy Bunnies. It was the Isle of Despair.
Not Fluffy Bunnies?
No,
Sure?
a small island just off the eastern coast of the Island of Scars. Not Fuzzy Cats either, okay? Island of Scars. And he's hidden deep within the Iron Crypts. Not the furry crypts, the pleasant crypts, the charming crypts, the marshmallow crypts, the iron crypts. He has not been slain. He's still alive, but we have to go find out what Alsander discovered and get him back alive. Only one brave hero can penetrate the defenses. An army would not be able to make it. It's about one brave hero. So, brave and fearless warrior. And they sent us out on this ship, the Petrel. Not petrol, but Petrel, Petrel. Now, while we've been out, we found a few things. We have leather armor, we have a shield, a sword, a backpack, we have a lantern, we have a small jar of ointment. We don't know what that does yet. We have a message scroll, which has the code 350 on it. And the scroll basically says, and I'll read the scroll for you all. The scroll says, I have sensed some magical evil in the nighttime breezes lately, whisperings of tormented souls imprisoned by an evil creature. This may be the singing which the writer speaks of. I feel also that the spirits of the dead lie uneasy here, that old terrors are awakened by one who is come. Perhaps this one is the stealer of souls mentioned. I can tell you no more, but take heed of the writer's words and beware of singing voices that lure you. So we have to be aware of singing voices and be careful not to go follow the singing voices that might lure you. So we have that message scroll. We also have a rose pearl worth 12 gold. We have a silver medallion. We have a set of bone dice. And we have luck powder. We have 2 doses of it, and we get 1 luck point per dose. Right now, we're sitting at 9 out of 10 luck. So if need be, once we get down to 8 luck, we could have both doses and get back up to 10 if we wanted. We have a skill of 10. We have a stamina of 19. We have a maximum luck of 10, currently 9. 3 provisions. We have 8 gold. And when last we left our hero, we were on number 300, where we had killed some goblins and gotten some bone dice. So that's basically where we're at. Be careful of Beyonce. Yes, exactly. If we walk along and if you wanted, then you should have put a ring on it. Then we have to do the, get thee behind me, Satan. Okay. And no singing for me. Too late. I've already violated that, apparently, Echo. Okay, and a petrel is kind of seabird. Yeah. So we were riding a seabird, and that's it. So now it is time to play. Now I'm going to recommend to my good friend TariToons that for our music today, that we play our soundtrack of Triangle Strategy, because we were talking about that. Assuming you're okay with that.
Yes, of course.
Absolutely love this game.
On the other hand, we could also do the Neverwinter Nights 2 soundtrack in celebration for the Enhanced Edition getting announced.
That's true. Although we should do that when we get closer to the release, though, right? Like probably.
Isn't that like in a week?
Is it really? I didn't think it was that soon. Was it really?
Wait, let me double check.
See, my thing is, I just streamed that, so I don't, not long ago. To enhance.
Did you play all the modules though?
Yes.
Oh.
I played Mask of the Betrayer. I played Storm of Zahir. I played the Westgate one. In fact, the Westgate one was worked on by the same guy who worked on my third sign mod for Neverwinter Nights 2, which I have not done yet. Okay, release date.
July 15. Oh, that's next month.
Yeah.
Right.
So let's do it next month.
Okay.
We'll do the music next month.
Fine.
Will I be covering the mod release Sky Oblivion on GOG.com? Yeah, I probably will be, Echo, although I'm not going to play the whole thing because I'm doing this whole big run of Oblivion Remastered. But yes, I will almost certainly do the Sky Oblivion when it comes out, because it seems pretty awesome what they've done, and that would be pretty amazing. So, okay, so let me get the Triangle Strategy OST. Get down with OST. Yeah, you know me. Thank you, Nonstop. 94 months of support. Nonstop, do you realize that is almost 8 years of Tier 2 support?
Jesus.
Thank you, Nonstop. That is incredible. Nonstop has been nonstop, literally, with this stuff, and I'm really grateful for it. That is some nonstop support. Hi, Prince Justin.
Believing.
Exactly.
Just hold on to that feeling.
Okay. All right. Let's see if we can check that. Nope. I don't want the commercials. I just want the music, please. Oh wait, this is no. I don't want the extended. Although I like the extended, I want us to actually get through. I don't want the best of Triangle OST. Just give me the freaking. I don't want relaxing music mix.
Oh, people, I had to take a screenshot of that one drawing to put on my other screen so that I could see what I'm drawing. It's character reference. To get some sort of continuity with the designs.
Okay. I will put the thing in Zoom chat. God, this music is so good. You know why, chat? This is just a lesson to all developers, because I'm sure all of them have enough money to do this. Just get a full orchestra. Like a real orchestra. It makes such a difference. Oh, man. So dramatic. All right. How does this sound, chat? Is it loud enough? How's the music, chat? Can everyone hear it okay? Is it too quiet? Could be about 5 points louder. Okay. There you go. How's that? Is that better? Da, 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 da. Also, Imaginary Exponent, don't tell him, have you forgotten where the stop subscription button is? No. Nonstop consciously chooses every month to do it and then put a bunch of emotes because Nonstop is a good person and is nonstop awesome. That's why. Also, High Effect Life. All right. Okay, chat. So we are ready to go. Get your thinking caps on. We got a couple hours here to get our person through. We must save Alsander. No Alsander left behind, okay? We got to go get Alsander. So let's see. I don't see a stop sign, so I can't stop subscribing. That's it, because he's nonstop. Listen, if he ever stopped if Nonstop stopped subscribing, they would officially be off-brand. They would officially be Yes Stop, not Nonstop, and that's just a lie. It's just, Okay. So, a quick search through the room and the goblin bodies reveals nothing of interest or value save for a pair of bone dice they were playing with, which you've already taken. There are, oh my gosh, it's got very dramatic, this music. There are 3 other doors in this worked stone chamber, and all appear to be easy to open. Will you take... Sorry, I need to go a little lower than that. That's better. Okay. Will you take the north door, the west door, or the south door? So, go north. Oh, sorry. Yep, that's right. Go north, go west, or go south. And let me just double check something before you answer this. I want to double check and see where we came from. So let me make sure that I...
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from?
Where did you come from? Where did you come?
Fun fact, that is a huge carnival hit back home.
Oh, is it really?
Like my home region specifically, yeah. Like I probably did talk about carnival in Rhineland before, which is like it's so.
Mm-hmm.
And
all right, chat. Get your vote in, chat. Yep, go ahead.
Of this holiday is that people all party to absolutely terrible music.
That's funny.
And everybody's good tastes go through go out the door. So yeah, this song gets played a lot. We
had a local festival that happens every year, like a town parade festival type of thing. And so there was a band playing, and the band was actually pretty good. And they played a bunch of songs that I was like, yep, they would play that. Yes, they're going to play that. But they at one point played Mr. Brightside, which is one of those songs that people play and then everyone because it's great in a crowd, like a audience crowd, like a bunch of people singing it at once does sound pretty awesome. So they were doing
like a cover band, like general rock music cover band.
Exactly, like the sort of American classic rock alike. Like they actually played Boys of Summer by Don Henley, which is a good song. They played Plush.
Not sure I know that one.
Stone Temple Pilots Plush, you know that one, right?
Well, to be fair, with a lot of songs I do know them, but I don't know the titles or who the song is by.
So Plush is...
If I would hear it, I could tell you.
I'm stopping my music for a second. That one's, and I feel so much depends on the weather. So is it raining in your bedroom? And I feel that these are lies to come. Or would you even care? Boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom. And I feel it. That's Plush.
No, that does not ring a bell. No.
Where you going for tomorrow? Good song. Right. Okay. So, let's see. Anyway, that's what that is. But they were doing Mr. Brightside, and they were doing a bunch of that kind of classic stuff. They played they actually played Synchronicity, this Police. They played which is a pretty good song, so thank you, Big Boss. Okay, so northwest or south, Chad? It looks like people will want to go north mostly. $ vote space and then the number that you want to go. Also, thanks for the excellent turnout today, folks. Very glad to see this early on. It's good stuff.
Oh, how many people are there?
We have got 19 people, which, considering I don't usually stream at this time, is a good time to start. So, extraordinary rendition. I'm gonna assume that wasn't actually an awesome, clever joke and was just saying I was extraordinary bit. I'm gonna choose to ignore the joke. That's what I'm gonna do. But anyway, yeah. Boys of Summer is very good. They played Pink Floyd's. Oh God, I can't do it while I'm listening to this music. Let me pause this amazing music for a second. Okay, let me see. They played. It was. It wasn't Money. It was. It wasn't Wish You Were Here. It wasn't Comfortably Numb.
Brick in the Wall?
No, I don't think it was. It was a song that I can't remember. It was a well-known Pink Floyd song, but not those. They did, however, play "Learning to Fly" by Foo Fighters, which is a solid song. They played. What is this that by Pearl Jam? And all she taught me was everything with my bitter hands, carved in broken glass of what was everything. I don't remember what the name is, but it was some Pearl Jam song. So anyway, it was a good mix. The name of the band was Ellis Island, and the lead singer, who was pretty good, was last name was Ellis. So I was like, oh, that's all right. I can get behind that.
Clever.
So, cool. Boys of Summer is a great, legit, not even joking, great song. I totally agree, Triffid. And it's great, I think, because it's so well instrumented that it just has this haunting kind of, just this haunting feel to it. Nobody on the road, nobody on the beach. Best line in that song, I think, Triffid, is, out on the road today, I saw a dead head sticker on a Cadillac. A little voice inside my head said, don't look back. You can never look back. It's great stuff. If you ever get a chance to listen to it, chat on YouTube, and hear Don Henley singing that song, the sparseness, the sound of the guitars, which are supposed to sound like seagulls. If you've ever lived on or near or visited a beach and been there, especially like late summer, early autumn, when people are starting to leave, that feeling of the haunted stuff is just crazy. Really, really good. So yes, we are going to vote. We are already voting, in fact. $ vote space 1 is go north. $ vote space 2 is go west. $ vote space 3 is go south. But it looks like we're going north. I'm going to last call this. Get your votes in now. Oh God, this is such a good soundtrack. All right, and sold. All right, we are going north. Go north, young man. All right, here we go. The door opens, revealing a passageway beyond. This ends at a T-junction. From here, you can either go west or east. So, $ vote space 1 is to go west. $ vote space 2 is to go east. Please get your votes in now. $ vote space 1 west, $ vote space 2 east, and Caro, this is the soundtrack to the amazing Triangle Strategy, which was my game of the year from a few years ago. Excellent, excellent game. And I am pumped up for the game it reminded me of, which is Final Fantasy Tactics, coming out in September, the end of September, which I will 100% be playing like day one. I cannot wait. It's going to be great. Yeah, no, my pleasure. See, I feel like this is where orchestras, truthfully, if you gave them truth serum, most of them are like, I don't want to have to play like Wagner. You know, I don't want to play this, but I get to play a video game.
Like last week
we were talking about this.
Like Wagner.
That's what I'm saying.
About like how.
Exactly. That's why I wanted to throw him under the bus. Nobody actually likes it, but playing soundtracks like Final Fantasy soundtracks or whatever, or doing this, I bet that's a lot of fun. So, Endless Legend 2 is coming out at the end of the summer. Oh, nice. Prince Justin, will you have finished your first game of Civilization, whatever the number is now, by then? Because I imagine you were doing a little bit of the one more turn thing for a while, right? Okay, so we've got 2 votes for West, 1 vote for East. I'm going to last call this. 3-year-old in me says at least someone is having cake. You have abandoned Civ 7? Wow, that's not a good sign for Civ 7. If Prince Justin has abandoned it, oh my goodness, that is not a good sign. That suggests that the game is not up to snuff. Parts of it are not working at all. Oh my goodness. Wow. Listen, freaking Civ 7 makers, if you've lost Prince Justin, you're playing Stellaris? Okay. All right, and okay, we have closed it. We are going west. The passageway winds along, and eventually you come to a T-junction. On the wall facing you is a wall carving, which is rather indistinct. So the question is, should we stop and look carefully at the wall carving, which probably says, look at this and turn to stone. No, I'm just kidding. Or should we go north? Or should we go south? $ vote space 1 to stop and look carefully at the wall carving. $ vote space 2 is go north. $ vote space 3 is go south. He's become uncivilized. I feel like, I mean, Prince Justin is much more of an expert than me. I feel like I liked it before it got to be super 4X-y. So, like, I want to say Civ 3 might have been the last one that was not like that. And after that, I kind of got a little bit down on Civ. I love the turn-based stuff. I love there were a lot of aspects of it that I liked, but I did not like something about 4X. I kind of bounce off of it. I'm not sure why. All right. Looks like 3 people want to stop close and look carefully at the wall carving. It's probably a cartoon by Tari. It's probably Arvin. It's probably, it's Fifi doing. Man, I love the Arvin Swall so much that I forget. Oh, that's what it is. It's Flex.
You know, you are allowed to change the names of the files when I send them to you.
No, but I like these. They're all good. I just,
okay.
We just have a lot of them now, so. If someone took the time to carve it, surely it's worth looking at. That's a good argument, Bit. I can't.
Now, not necessarily. I mean, the same isn't true for graffiti, is it?
That's true. Civ 7's first age is solid. Second age is super not great, and modern is the worst. They do plan more patches, but I'm waiting for the next major one. Oh, interesting. Is it just it's broken mechanically, Prince Justin, or the AI is off, or what is it that does that? They use ChatGPT for the AI, and that's why it's so crappy. Incidentally, ChatGPT was out this morning, from what I understand. I'm sure everyone here is really all broken up about that. Can't tell you how terrible it is.
Oh, how sad. Yeah, like, did you guys see the articles about that they now figured out that a lot of the Gen AI bullshit is, like, literally built on slavery?
Yes,
like, actual literal slavery?
Literal slavery, yep.
So, like, it just keeps
getting better.
So first we had, like, all the plagiarism, then we had, like, all the horrible environmental impact, and now we have the literal slavery.
Yep.
Like,
and Apple.
What's people's excuse?
And Apple posted, I don't know if you saw this, but Apple posted a research paper that demonstrates that basically it cannot scale. It just can't scale. It just not functional.
Clue. So, like, in very short, like, please look this stuff up for more details, but in very, very short, basically, all the big tech companies have a bunch of so-called data centers in, like, really impoverished parts of Africa, where they basically have people working under slavery conditions to sift through images and data to make it usable for the AI stuff.
Yep, it's bad.
It's really, really bad.
Really, really bad. And so that's why we're avoiding that and doing these things. Yeah, making training sets, what a joy. So yeah, no kidding, Big Boss. I mean, I will say it is good news to me that there's been so much pushback on this, and I think this feels they are so desperate to be ramming this down our throat in every capacity that they know that they're in trouble with it. Like, it continues to make no money at all. In fact, it loses money. You know that last year, I think we talked about this. I don't want to get into a big thing on this now, but just they made OpenAI last year made $4 billion and spent $5 billion. How do you lose $1 billion when you're making, and the answer is because they're raising capital, but there's zero profit. No profit. It is unprofitable.
Oh,
Cannot
how
be
sad.
profitable. Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
so sad about this. Terrible, terrible.
So just so you all know, by all of you being in here, watching us doing this thing with Tari, a real human being, can confirm, have met her, doing actual human
Somebody
art.
who passes for a real human being anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
As
you left, you like.
You have not witnessed me doing passing the Turing test. So
that's a good point. You could be
I could just
Murderbot.
be a very convincing android.
You could be Murderbot. There's no question about it. But I think it unlikely. So there's that. And with me, not an AI person either, you are all joining together to be creative. You're a bot, Clue? Okay, listen, Clue. I'll accept that. Are you a bot that believes in creative expression? Are you a creative expression bot? Know what I'm saying, Clue? That's the key. Okay. So here we go. The carved and so you decided to look at the wall carving. The carved and scratched marks on the smooth wall depict a horrible scene. A man in black robes stands over the body of an elf, and his outstretched hands seem to be conjuring something from the head and heart of the body. I'm under NDA from China, our overlord and savior AI. Okay, well, then listen, I understand. Definitely, binary twice if you need our help. 0 twice. At first, this looks vague, almost a smoky cloud. Ooh, there's a picture. Wait, let me see if I can get the picture. And then I'll describe it for you as well, chat. There is an actual human art picture. Is there? Is this it? No, I do not have art for this. Okay, that's fine. So I will show it to you instead. Here we go. 0010111. All right. Here you go, chat. I'm going to show it to you in full screen. Whoops. Let me put on my camera in full screen.
It's going to be a puzzle because I'm
No, it's not a puzzle.
Screenshot.
It's not a puzzle. It's just an image.
Image.
That is the carving that you see.
Ooh, pretty.
And so that carving that you see right there, at first this looks vague, almost a smoky cloud, but as you look more closely, you begin to see the outline of a venomous spider with wings taking shape in the cloud. Fully formed, the spider strikes fear into your heart. Somehow you know this is a dreadful enemy. Deduct 1 point of luck. Oh no! Now will you, and then it gives us a chance to do some things. So the question about what we want to do here is, we're not going to say west. Oh, because we could do the other one. Okay, I see. So we deduct 1 point from the luck. So before we go on, chat, we do have luck powder, which can get us back up to 10 luck. Do we want to take the luck powder? And you can just tell me this in chat. Should we take the luck powder, our 2 doses, so we go back up to 10 points of luck? So what do we think? In Ham, there are ones that make you lucky. It's true. Well, 10 is... So, like, right now, the way that testing luck works is you roll 2 dice, 2 6-sided dice, and you're lucky if you hit the number or less. But every time you test your luck, whether you're lucky or not, a point is deducted from luck. So right now, we would be lucky on an 8 or less. So the higher your luck score, the more likely you are to be lucky, basically. So Caro says, yes, we should take the luck powder. Echo says no. Bit says yes. If we do it for every single little thing that happens, we'll be out of luck. Well, how about a compromise, Echo? Say keep it above 8. How about a compromise then? How about we do 1 dose? How about we do 1 dose, which brings us to 9 points of luck, and we save a dose of luck for later. What about that? How's that sound? Imaginary says to keep it. Echo says no. Imaginary says keep it at 8. Okay. All right, so we'll keep it at 8. So when we get below 8, we're going to have this discussion again. That's fine. All right, so now that we've done that, our choice is, with that extra luck. What's up, Dragon Spear? How are you? Okay, so now the question is, chat, do we go north? Whoops. Do we go east? Now, I will say that if we go east, or do we go south? Now, I will say that if we go east, that is the way that we came from. However, there was a T-junction. Remember, we were in the Goblin Room. We went north. We came to a T-junction that went east or west, and we chose to go west. If we go east, I took a look, and it says that if we go east, it doesn't bring us back to the Goblin Room. It just keeps us going right back in the other direction. So basically, if we're going east now, we're going to go east past the Goblin Room. So do you want to go north from this T-junction? Do you want to go east from this and go back and go past the Goblin Room and go east? Or do we want to go south from this T-junction? So $ vote space 1 is north from this T-junction. $ vote space 2 is east, which means going back towards the Goblin Room and past it and continuing to go east, or go south from this T-junction. What's it? That's true effect.
So for reference, we are inside like a dungeon right now?
That's right, yeah.
Or...
Trying to fight. That's right.
Okay.
Trying to make our way to Alisander, the wizard that we're trying to rescue. And that's a
also,
good point.
How do you feel about my drawing?
Oh, sorry. Let me get the. I was pulling up this other stuff, so let me pull this back. I wasn't conscious of the fact that Sir Grendelthorpe needed a little bit of juice, but sometimes you need that.
Everybody needs to stay hydrated.
No, that's right.
Especially when you're wearing full armor.
That's a good point, and it's successful through the armor. That's I like also that the gloves, that the gauntlets are they look like mittens, but they're just enough to hold a juice box.
Oh, that's just how they were actually in the early Middle Ages and stuff.
Yeah.
And prior.
Yeah. No, I know,
they
but I
actually
meant
were
holding
just
the juice
gauntlets.
box was the funny part.
mittens.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's very awesome. I love it.
Thanks.
So Grendelthorpe's sucking down the juice. So he'll be ready to go, Chad. He will be the apple of our eye, so to speak.
Like basically, I think most, if not all, male gauntlets are mittens. Like usually, but later on stuff gets replaced with plates.
I was thinking about the stuff that there's the cover, the top, right, looks like that, but then the underside is actually fingers. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know what the official term for that is, but it's like top looks almost like mittens, and it covers the fingers.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean those probably also exist, but it's mainly mittens and it's easy to draw. So.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's awesome. Okay, so we can go. So that's drawing number 1. That's not the warm up anyway. Okay, so north chat is $ vote space 1. East is $ vote space 2. South $ vote space 3. You tried to make chain gloves. It's very difficult to make them flexible enough to grab a weapon. Yeah, I can imagine. Clue to vote. It has to be $ vote. The word vote. $ vote. And then space and the number that you want to vote for. There you go. Perfect. Da, 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 da. This is Grendelthorpe after having the juice box. He's like, "Duh, I am ready now." Grendelthorpe is prepared.
We have sugar now. We have hydration.
Exactly.
We're good to go.
You fool! You should have attacked him before he had the juice box.
Magic potion. Oh, that kind of, in some way reminds me of Little Gator game, if you ever played that.
No, I don't even know what that is.
Oh, that's it's on the Switch. I'm assuming it's also on other platforms, but it's basically this it plays like a 3D Zelda, but it's it's basically you're playing a little kid playing pretend in a park.
Oh, that's cool.
It's super cute. It's super, super cute. So I'm just thinking, I guess in that kind of setting, a juice box would just be a mana potion,
That reminds me vaguely of Costume Quest, if you've ever played that.
I have not.
It's like a Halloween. I think there's a Custom Quest 2 now. But it's like where you're walking along and there's like creatures to defeat. And it's on a Halloween where you're going out and getting candy and stuff. And you play kids in costume.
Cute.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, last call. And all right, we are going north. All right, chat. I agree with this decision. Trying to stay consistent. Okay. The passageway extends at a door facing you. Even from outside, you can detect a rather unpleasant fetid smell. You hear a faint scratching and scrabbling coming from behind the door. You can either open the door and see what lies beyond it, or retrace your steps back south. All right, chat. $vote space 1 means we open the door to see what lies beyond this place with a fetid smell, or retrace our steps back south. $vote space 1, open the door. $vote space 2, go back south. Echo is like, nope, not going into the smelly door. The vote video capture, it is on my end, Bit. You might want to refresh. No, it's capturing. It's capturing on my end. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it is. Imaginary just voted. I saw it pop up. That's okay. All good. All right, this is a close vote. I'm going to last call this. This is the music, too, that we're thinking. Do we go through the door or not? All right, going once, going twice. All righty. So we have decided to open the door. The door opens into a cluttered, filthy, and reeking chamber. The lair of two ratmen. Ratmen. Gleefully, they grab their swords, which are stained with filth, and attack you. The smell here is so repulsive that for the duration of this combat only, your skill score is 2 points less than normal due to your nausea. Do not change the skill score on your adventure sheet. This is only a temporary alteration. We have to fight the rat men one at a time. Rat man living in the city. Okay, rat man. Fortunately, although our skill is now 8, their skill is 5. Rat man the second. I called him that just because I thought it was funny. 5. Stamina. 6. All right. So thoughtful of the rat men to queue up to fight as well. There's not a lot of room. I guess that's why they're thinking of it this way. All right, so it's time to battle these rat men. Now,
well, I mean, you already made the Batman joke, and it's like just like the Arkham games, right? Where
yeah,
the enemies also you take one after the other.
That's probably a good point. That's true. Or like, you know, some Bruce Lee movies, I suppose, where they like conveniently wait. Although he would have defeated everyone. My algorithm has been feeding me some Bruce Lee fight scenes recently, and God, is that guy amazing. All right. Okay, so here we go, chat. We're going to start with this. Who would like to be able to roll the dice? Now, Echo has done it in the past. Echo, are you going to be once again doing the dice thing for us or not? What say you on this? Okay. Echo is going to do it again. So you're going to be rolling 2d6 and you're going to be adding 8. I am going to be doing the same for the rat men. So the first one is 11. So we just need a 3 to tie, a 4 to beat. Bringing forth the cursed dice this time. They've been singing. Now, see, there you go. You rolled a 13, so we hit the first rat man. Okay, this time, you try hard this time. 16. 5 plus 6 plus 5. All right, so we're going to need a 8 to tie, a 9 to beat on this second one, Echo. We beat it with a 17. All right, he's down to 1. And now I'm going to roll again. He gets a 13. So now we just need a 5 to tie, a 6 to beat this first Rat Man. And a 14 is enough. Okay, the first Rat Man goes down. Now it's the second Rat Man. So far, we haven't had to cheese this fight, Chad. I'm very proud.
That's mice, not rat, Gregory.
Rats can have cheese. 13, first of all. Echo gets hit by a 12, though, which means we get hit for... Okay, wait a second before you roll again. Can't find Arbot. There we go. All right, your stamina is dropped. Our stamina is dropped to 17. What's going on with this thing? Here. Ah, why is my thing not updating? Okay. Right. Okay, so there's that. Now, Ratman the second, that was a 13. Okay, this time he rolls a 10. So we need a 2 to tie and a 3 to beat. Return of the Ratman. Okay, we rolled an 18. That definitely beat him, so he's down to a 4. I don't know why this is doing this right now. But, okay. Now, I forgot to put this up there. My bad, I hadn't put that on chat. Okay, 11. So now we just need a 3 to tie, a 4 to beat on the second time, this next roll. Ba-ba-da. 14, that is enough. Okay, and now he rolls a 14, so all we need is a 6 to tie and a 7 to beat this second Ratman. That's all we need. Bum, ba-ba-da. And that is a 14, so we tied on that battle. So this next time he rolled a 10, so now we just need a 2 to tie and a 3 to beat. To beat Ratman the second. And we rolled a 12, and that is enough. The second Ratman goes down. So both Ratmen are defeated and only having taken 1 hit. That is pretty good stuff. Well done, Echo. We defeated the deadly Ratman. Men, I should say. Okay. Just by a whisker, but, you know, it was really a powerful tale. So good work. And no need to have to re-rodent that fight. The Ratman's room is quite disgustingly dirty and littered with debris.
Woof.
No, squeak. You can see nothing of obvious value or interest lying around here. Nor are there any doors or passages leading from the room save for the one you entered by. Would you like to make a thorough search of the room or leave? All right, chat. $vote space 1 means we make a thorough search of the room. I mean, we are here, after all. $vote space 2 means we go get out and head back. So $vote space 1 means thorough search. Very dramatic music for a search. Soak in the repulsive puke. I don't want to be smelly. It's going to be too late for that, I'm afraid, Chloe. Maybe Grendelsthorpe has got some Febreze. I don't know.
Very useful for the Gambizon.
Oh, I can imagine, yeah.
Wait, how is it pronounced in English?
I think Gambison is right.
Gambison?
Or should it be Gambison? Gambison?
Well, I mean, it is a French word, so I always...
Gambison.
Oh la la, the garage!
You stupid pronunciation. Gambison.
No, don't you know that Simpsons episode? I don't remember which character says garage instead of garage.
No,
And
I haven't seen that one.
gets like really offended. Like, ooh la la, a garage!
That's funny. No, I haven't seen that one. Okay.
Ancient episode, ancient.
Last call. Well, that is an ancient show. Been around a long time. Okay, going once. going twice. All right. We have done it. You have decided to do a thorough search of the room. Getting incredibly filthy, you collapse and lose 10. No, I'm just kidding. It takes you some time to search through the muck and clutter, and you are weakened by the foul atmosphere. Deduct 2 points from your stamina. However, your search is rewarded. Okay, so let's
find a juice box.
Let's go. You find a juice box. You find an extra straw. You find 2 gold pieces that the rat men had hidden. Okay, cool. 2 gold pieces. Money.
Cash money.
And also a backpack, taken no doubt from some adventurer fallen victim to the rat men. Inside it, you find a grappling iron attached to a rotten, useless length of rope which you discard. I'm going to assume that means that we don't have a rope, but we do have the grappling iron. I'm going to guess.
Nice.
I don't know if that's true, but I'm going to write that down. But we don't have the rope because that's useless. Grappling iron. And a blue silk glove in perfect condition. On the palm, you notice an embroidered motif of 2 intertwined snakes coiled around a staff bearing runes. The glove fits your left hand perfectly, so you slip it on, recover 1 luck point. So you were right, chat. We got a luck point back.
Does it fit like a glove, huh?
It fits exactly like a glove. It's sequined, and it's your left hand only. And then you're like, hee hee. No, it's Michael Jackson. Add both these items to the list of equipment. Oh, nice. So it was those 2 things. Okay. So, blue silk glove with snakes entwined. That'd be entwined. No, intertwined. That's why. Intertwined. Around a staff. Around a rune staff. All right. Grappling gun. Yeah, unfortunately not. But we did manage to get a blue silk glove. We got an extra luck point. So pretty good, chat. All right. Now we set off back to the south. But first we get rid of this ridiculous ad that I don't want to hear about. We're just going to do that. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. You set off back towards the south and return to the junction where the wall carving faces an eastward passage. Unfortunately, you look at the carving and lose another luck point. No, just kidding. You don't do that. Will you take the passage leading east? Now, remember, the passage leading east is going to bring us past the goblin room and continue down east. So we haven't gone that way, but we came out of the goblin room and turned west. This would be bringing us back east. Or do we want to take the passage leading south, which we have not gone down yet? So $vote space 1 means we go east, which means we go back past the goblin room and on down the hallway. Or do we go south from here? That's $vote space 2. Now you just need to learn the secret handshake with the glove. That's true. You know, another scene that I caught a clip of just the other day was the Alec Baldwin Shadow, the movie The Shadow from the mid-90s. And I need to watch that whole thing again, but my dad loved the original like audio Shadow, because it started out as a radio play back in like the 50s or something, or 40s or 50s. And the Shadow knows, and then he would laugh. So there was a movie about it, which kind of sort of passed under the radar that Alec Baldwin was in. There's some cool scenes in that. So, yeah, that's right. That's right. Right now, Tari is drawing Grendelthorpe, and that torch is actually smoking with the foul stench of the rats. So that's just letting you know, chat. Want to bun check this one? Is that just a roll? Is that like a basic roll there, Echo? It says a 5-pack for $59.90. It costs you $59 for a 5-pack of rolls? How do you afford anything? God, that's like $10 a roll. Almost. How could you afford anything? Dramatic sounds. I'll bet it's delish. Yeah, I'll bet. Okay, so it looks like people are going to want to go back to the east. Okay, so again, $ vote space east will bring us past the Goblin Room, or we can go south from here. Ba, ba, ba. Best buns in the entire municipality. Yeah, I'll believe it. All right, so we're going to go back to the east. Okay. So, where were we? We go to the east. Right. Whoops, I lost my spot. There we go. Which is this? Right. Following the passage east, you ignore a turning to the south, which you know only leads back to the Goblin Room, and you pressed on eastwards. Okay, that's what I thought. All right. The light in the passageway seems to grow a little brighter as you make your way along, and you observe that ahead it turns north. Peering around the bend, you see that the passage opens into a lit chamber. Inside the chamber is a table bearing gold, which gleams in the light of an oil lamp fixed to the wall above, and there is a door in the west wall of the chamber. However, you can also hear someone, or something, lumbering about in there out of sight. Do you want to enter the chamber, or would you rather turn back down the passage and then set off towards the west? So that would be... Yeah, exactly, which is the carving. That's the carving that we came from. So do you want to go... So I'm going to do the vote again here. $ vote space 1 means we go into the chamber. $ vote space 2 means we have to go back and then south, because it's the only place we haven't seen. So what do you want to do? Go into the chamber or head back? $ vote space 1 is go to the chamber. $ vote space 2 is turn and return. To everything. Turn, turn. There is a season. Turn, turn, turn. And time for every purpose under heaven. Nice. It's the Arise Warriors. Grendel-Thorpe. I keep looking at that, Tari, and keep thinking that he's holding like a doll, and then I realize it's the hilt of his sword. But it was very cute. He's like, I have my doll. Oh, and then I'm like, oh wait, that's a sword. So the vote is whether you want to go into the chamber where there is gold on a table, and there's a door in the west wall of the chamber, but there's also something lumbering about in the chamber out of sight. His stick doll, exactly. So $ vote space 1 is enter the chamber. $ vote space 2 is go back. Ba-ba-bum. 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 Boo, 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 boo. Love the drums. Ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-dum. Ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum. In Triangle Strategy, Tari, did you go along with the advisor? I don't remember his name now, but the guy with glasses. Did you agree with him, or did you go against his advice?
I think that was very dependent on what was at hand. Also, it's been a while. Played it like literally at release.
Yeah, yeah. Well, but no, at the end of the game, eventually, like, there's kind of a either you go with him or you don't type of thing. Like.
So, are spoilers okay?
That's a good question. Chat, are you okay with spoilers for Triangle Strategy or not? Triangle Strategy is awesome.
This would be a major fucking spoiler.
It is a big spoiler, yes. That's
so,
true.
like, one thing to note here is that the game has a bunch of has multiple endings which are dependent on your decisions. So
yes, it's Triangle Strategy, Chloe, which is very much like it's like a JRPG, but it's very much in the mold. It's by Square. It's very much in the mold of Fighting Fantasy Tactics and games like that.
Final Fantasy Tactics.
God damn it! I'm going to do that about 60 more times today. Final Fantasy Tactics. So yeah, is everyone cool with that? Kara says yes. Everyone cool with that? Yes. 3, 2, 1. Everyone okay? You're okay with spoilers? Highly recommend playing the game, by the way. You're playing Expedition 33. Okay, that's good. Okay, yeah, so go ahead. So, yes.
Okay, so I got the ending in which the main character dies.
Oh, wow.
And then his fiance leads her people
Yep.
out into the desert.
Yep.
That's the ending I got.
Yep. I got the one where they go to the desert as well. But I ended up sort of taking sides against the main advisor. So there's a big battle against him, which was a shame because I was like, oh man, I kind of,
yeah, I don't remember what his standpoint was, to be honest.
I think it was that he wanted to basically try to ally with the current leading force and not go against them, because it was one of those like, we're not going to win that battle, and the main guy's like, I don't give a damn if we're going to win it or not. Like, this is the right thing to do. And the glasses guy was always like, what's the most strategically proper thing to do or whatever. So very good game though, Chad. And like, if you like JRPGs, and or if you like strategy, and certainly if you like both, it is a game that is worth your while. It's also very much in the mold of Ogre Battle, like not Ogre Battle, Ogre Tactics, or oh god, not Vagrant Story, a Front Mission. If you did like any of the Front Missions, which are basically like tactics with mechs, it's got that kind of tactical gameplay, but it's like very good story. Okay, so Chad has decided in its infinite wisdom to go into the chamber.
Now I need to play the game again also so that I can get the true ending, which you can only get on replay.
Right, which I honestly did not. I don't think I did. I couldn't play it again. It's too many games. It was great. Okay, you enter the lamplit chamber. Unfortunately, you bump right into the occupant who is about to set off to bully a few goblins. You gaze in open-mouthed surprise at each other for a moment, and then you take a swing with your sword as the quick-witted, ugly, dark brute of an ogre sets about you with his club. All right, so it's an ogre. But this fight is not ogre, chat, because he's got a skill of 8 and a stamina of 10, and we are back up to our skill of 10. So I will roll. He starts with an 18. Echo, if you would, 2d6 plus 10. We need an 18 to tie, a 19 to beat. Ba, 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 ba. 15 is not going to do it. We get hit for 2 points of stamina. That's all right. That's all right. We're just getting our sea legs. Okay, he rolls a 14 this time. He rolls a 14, so we need a 14 to tie, a 15 to beat.
Always need to do the obligatory torch in the dark cave scene.
Yeah, no, that's totally it. Exactly.
Second book.
That is true, but it's always good though.
Because like every book has like at least one scene where we stumble through a network of caves, tunnels.
That's key.
With a torch.
Look at that lighting! Wow. You're pretty good, You should do this more as like a job. Hey, what's up, Tor? I am joined. Welcome to the channel. We are playing a fighting fantasy game book, which is called Stealer of Souls. Chat makes the decisions about where we go and what we do. But we are playing through this game book, and it is being illustrated by the extremely talented TariToons. And you just saw another picture from Tari, and Tari's going to make another one whilst we fight this ogre. So welcome. Yeah, exactly, Big Boss. You're pretty good. You rolled a 20, so that hits. So the ogre is down to 8. Yeah, I made that adjustment. My bad. Okay,
Big
now...
Boss, you're the wrong character. You're not Ocelot. Well, I guess like he also says that, Big Boss, and then Ocelot just quotes him.
That's all he does, exactly.
Never mind.
An 11, this time he rolls Echo, so all you need is a 1 to tie on 2 dice. I think you probably got this in lockdown pretty well. But roll the dice anyway. So we can get up to the next battle against this ogre. This guy is ogre. Okay. All right. We do hit him. Well done. He's down to 6 stamina. Now, oh, geez. Now he's really mad. Ogre comes up with his club. Big blow comes down on your head with a 19. We need a 9 to tie, a 10 to beat. We need a Dark Souls roll here, Echo. Need a Dark Souls roll. 17 is not quite enough. We got hit by the Dark Souls roll, unfortunately, and so he has struck us for 2 points of stamina. We're going to have to take provisions after this, I think, chat, because we're down to... We're down to 11. 11. Okay, 18 is what he rolls next. He brought the cursed dice. Well, you wiped out the rat men, though. 20, look at that. No cursed dice right there. Look at that. All right, he's down to 4 stamina. This time he rolls a 15. We just need a 7 to tie and 8 to beat. Oh, no! 2 ones. We got hit that time. All right, we're down to 9. It's okay. It's okay. As Effect Life's numbers show, we're still only in the yellow range. We're going to have to take some provisions after this. Okay, 15. 15. Also, all we need is a 7 to tie and 8 to beat. Okay, I'm going to need you to stop rolling double ones. That's going to need to stop. This time he rolls a 10. He rolls a 10. You just need an 11 to tie, a 12 to beat. There we go, 14. All right, so he's down to 2. All right, we just need one more hit on this guy. He rolls an 18. Oh, he's going to try. He's going to try here. He's a try hard. All right, we need a 8 to tie, a 9 to beat. You can do it. I have faith, Echo. 8 to tie, 9 to beat. A 20. See, there you go. Down goes the ogre. All right, good stuff. Chat, I'm going to strongly advise that we take 2 provisions here. That's 4 points per provision. So it would be 1 provision here and 1 provision on the next part of the page to bring us back up to 15. That'll leave us with 1 provision, but we would still then, even then, we'd be 4 points less. So can we eat provisions to bring us down? And we'll still have a provision left over. So we'll have like... No, Echo, we're at 7 points. We have a total of 19. We're down to 7. Because you can't eat in combat, remember. We'll live.
Skill issue.
Skill issue. Caro Imaginary says yes. Echo says no. Anyone else want to weigh in? I'm going to say last call. Going once. Going twice. I'm a risk it. Wait, I'm a risk it meaning you don't want to eat, Big Boss? Really?
That's not very big boss of you.
Yeah, what is this resource hogging? Exactly, Caro. Y'all holding on to your Phoenix Downs until the final boss fight? Is that what this is about?
That is the way to go about with like resources in RPGs and RPG adjacent games. It's like you gather all the potions and whatnots, and you never use them because you might need them. So you don't even use them in the final battle. Because what if you need them afterwards?
Yeah, exactly. Right, exactly. What if I need them for the epilogue? This comes down to not having cake. No, but this is the thing. See, Big Boss, now you have to have cake. This is not having cake because you didn't get to have it before, so now you're not going to have it now. There's cake. So it's 2-2. We need someone else to break this tie. 2-2. Eat or do not eat. We need someone to break this tie. It's funny. This is the scales of conviction music. We do have more for later. Exactly. We have an extra provision even after we use these. Scales of conviction is where everyone is making their decision about what to do. I also like this part of Triangle Strategy, by the way, Tari, that you could like convince people to vote your way or whatever, and like that was very cool also.
Yeah, I also really liked because like one of my big gripes was these like party-based games where like you have to like relationship systems going on of various kinds. That like a lot of times the characters don't really have agency of their own, right? And
Yeah.
it's really immersion breaking. Like, I know Baldur's Gate 3 has that problem big time with Will, where he's like basically a complete, like he just does what the player tells him to do, which is so stupid. It's like, you are a grown ass man, you can make your own decisions.
Yeah. Because like, and there's even in Expeditions Rome that I'm playing right now, you can have things where they will approve or not approve, and sometimes they get mad enough they might even leave. So there's a little bit of that vibe. But okay, Trivet says eat, so we are going to eat. So the yeses have it. So 2 provisions, which is going to bring us back up to 11. Should be 15 total. Okay. Stamina 15. I am in agreement with this process. Okay. What else does it say after having 1? The ogre's chamber is clean and well furnished by ogreish standards. You take the 3 gold pieces from the large table, add these to your treasure on your sheet, and look around. On a smaller table by his rough straw bed, the ogre has some hard bread and cheese. A little moldy, but edible if you pare away the hard rind. There are sufficient provisions for 2 meals here. You may take this food, add 2 to your provisions. Let's go! All those who voted eat, you were correct. It was right to do so. Ha ha! There's also a pewter ale tankard on the floor, which you may pick up and put in your backpack. We got a pewter ale tankard.
Ew.
Let's go. What do you mean, ew?
Oh, have you ever drank from pewter before? It's
okay,
terrible.
It's not the best, yeah, but you know.
No, it's gross.
I'm sure a pewter ale tankard.
I especially recommend against drinking milk from pewter. That is just putrid.
I imagine it's great because the ogre's had it, so I'm sure the ogre has been very, clean. The ogre stirs and you spin around. You didn't quite finish him off. With a dying grunt, he lunges forward and presses with all his might on a panel in the stone wall before expiring. You watch horror-struck and immobile as a grill of very thick iron bars crashes down from the ceiling in the southern passage, blocking your way back. You cannot hope to bend these massive bars or squeeze between them, and pressing the panel again has no effect. Now there can be no retreat. That's fine, though. We already did everything, so that's fine. Cursing, you head for the other door and set off to the west. Okay. I'm going to put in a save point there. You open the west side door and stride along the passageway beyond. It is darker here, and you must use your lantern to light your way. I looked over to see some amazing drawing. I'm not even going to comment on it yet. I'm just going to wait till Tari does her magic. The air grows very damp, and ahead you see that the passage leads into a long, fairly narrow cavern. To get across, you have to wade through a pool in the middle of it. Testing the water depth, you step cautiously across. However, when you are barely halfway across, an albino aquatic cave snake, the very common albino aquatic cave snake, rears its head out of the water and strikes at you. You have to fight it at once, up to your waist in water and while trying to hang on to your lantern, which isn't easy. For this combat, you must temporarily lose 2 skill points. Don't make any changes to your skill score on your adventure sheet. This is only a temporary change. So once again, we've got a functional skill of 8. However, the good news is that the cave snake, the albino aquatic cave snake, in fact, I'm going to type that whole thing in. Albino aquatic cave snake, the third, is going to have a skill of 6 and a stamina of 7. Okay. Modern pewter is lead-free, so it's not a health hazard, says Big Pewter. That's true. Pewter does leach minerals. Maybe good minerals. Maybe, theoretically.
Like mineral spirits.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so, Echo, this one has got a skill of 6. So he's going to roll with a 17 to start with. So we've got a functional skill of 8. So we need a 9 to tie and a 10 to beat against this cave snake. The albino aquatic cave snake the third. Maybe it was a futuristic ancient pewter. Yes.
I'm always like, oh no, I'm not a furry. And then I draw stuff like this, It's,
2d6 plus 8. 2d6 plus 8. So you're maybe it's a stainless steel pewter, right? Big boss? Stainless pewter? I'm sure that exists. Okay, an 11 is not going to work. Boy, am I glad we ate. Who's with me, chat? Okay, this time the snake rolls a 9, so we need to roll a 1 on 2 dice, or a 2 to beat. But still, you should roll the 2 dice. Ba, ba, ba. 13 will hit. All right, his stamina is dropped down to 5. Excellent. He rolls an 11, so now we need a 3 to tie, a 4 to beat on this one. Just realized, well, do I want to do that? No, I do not. Okay, there we go. How does the snake roll the dice? Doesn't even have hands. I think it may be a proxy. You know what I'm saying, Big Boss?
Oh! Have you haven't played what's the game called again?
16, Echo.
God damn it! What was the name again? Spiritfarer, right?
Only the first 3 hours.
Yeah. Okay. So there's one of the characters who spirit that you fare about is a snake. And it's like really cool, her character design, about how she's like this huge constrictor snake, but she's wearing this huge robe, and like basically her arms, quote unquote, are just like her body looped out of the sleeves and back again.
Yeah. That's
so,
very cool.
Like that, I guess.
I mean, also let's keep in mind that if you roll, if you're rolling dice, you always have snake eyes. So I don't see why. Hey. It can punch the table with its tail. Okay, so 16. This time we Echo with an 11. Okay, down to 11 stamina. It's okay. We're still not into the orange yet. We're not in the danger zone. All right, at 15 this time, we need a 7 to tie and 8 to beat.
Danger zone.
Tie. Okay, so no harm, no foul. This time he rolls a 13. So we need a 5 to tie, a 6 to beat. Wow, another 13. Okay, this time he rolls a 10. So you would need to roll a double ones, Echo, to tie. So we need a 2 to tie, a 3 to beat. You can do it. 15. There we go. All right, we hit the snake. He's down to 1 point of stamina. So he rolls a 13. So we need a 5 to tie and a 6 to take down this albino aquatic cave snake the third. And Echo does it. Success. There we go. Perfect. Well done, Echo. We got hit, I think, twice. So good stuff. Despite fighting in the water and holding a lantern, we managed to do it. You complete your crossing of the pool and set off along the passageway beyond. It is still dark, so you must use your lantern. Water drips from the ceiling, and thick hanging stalactites make progress slow and difficult. As the passageway bends to the south, a stalagmite formation on the floor catches your eye. It is clearly unusual in shape. Do you wish to stop and examine it more closely, or press on to the south? So, $vote space 1 means you examine the stalagmite more closely. $vote space 2 means you press on south.
My, what fine yet rustic architecture. I shall examine it more closely.
This is very important. This belongs in a museum.
Wrong movie, but sure.
Well, yes.
Also, it's like really funny how the entire premise of Indiana Jones gets like worse and worse with every year.
Oh,
because,
conceptually,
like, these days,
yeah.
people are like, no, it definitely does not belong in a museum. It belongs with the people it belongs to.
Does not belong in a museum, precisely.
Yeah.
It belongs with the people. Well, I mean, in fairness, Indiana Jones just reflecting, let's say, the British Museum's approach to, collection of artifacts.
Yeah.
So there's all that going on. Okay, I don't care about this commercial. I want to go back to the music. Thank you. Here we go. Great. All right. Last call. I think you might be able to re-roll it. I don't know, actually. If Effect Life, can you re-roll in chat a number? I don't remember if that function exists or not. Yeah, I guess not. I don't know if that was an option that was available. I don't remember. All right, I'm going to go with this because it looks like that's what chat wants to do. Okay, so we are going to examine it more closely. You can just make out the shape of a slim body which is limed over and encrusted with stalagmites. It will take you a while to chip away the chalky deposit and find out what lies beneath. Do you wish to do this? So chip away the limed over part to find out about the body beneath. Do you wish to do this or decide not to and press on? So $ vote space 1 means chip away at the chalky deposit and to get access to the body. $ vote space 2 means you press on. Yeah, I think Effect Life's not in here in the moment, but when I talk to him next, I will find out. Ah, surprising absolutely no one. Tari has decided to do the Ratmen. Can't blame her. I respect it.
To be fair, that's the most interesting thing that has happened so far as visuals are concerned.
You didn't find the guy pulling the
the
spider out of the body carving? Interesting.
Well, there already was a drawing for that, so it's...
That's true. Or the ogre battle, I guess, technically.
Yeah, but I started this before we got to the ogre. So.
And then the battle was ogre, so...
Ah.
No, I agree. The Ratman is definitely cool. Tari's been watching TMNT lately, that's why.
What do you mean lately?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, lately. Okay, we need some more votes, chat. $ vote space 1 means...
I haven't watched TMNT in a while, actually.
Yeah, she's drawing Splinter. You got to chip away, chat. $ vote space 1 means we chip away to see what lies beneath. $ vote space 2 means we're going to press on. Get your votes in now.
Hey, jetzt kommen die Hero Turtles, super starke Hero Turtles. Jeder kennt die Hero
Caro says always loot curiously. Yeah.
Immer auf der Lauer und immer etwas schlauer. It's from the old 80s show, the German version of the...
Ah, okay. Yeah, I remember the main theme. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja...
And,
Heroes in a Half Shell, Turtle Power.
Full offense, the German version is just leagues better
Yeah.
than the original. It's just way better.
I don't know, though. It's hard to top the lyric, Heroes in a Half Shell, Turtle Power. I'm not sure that you could beat Heroes in a Half Shell.
Well, the German version does, so.
You're like, well, besides the German version, as I described. Okay, we have a tie vote, chat. We need someone to break this tie. $ vote space 1 means we're chipping away to get to the body below. That's the looting option. $ vote space 2 means we are pressing on. So get your votes in now. Go ahead and make your votes. Make your votes. Make your votes.
But yeah, when in doubt, I will go for the weird animalistic monster type characters, as you should know by now.
Yes, very clear. There is no description of it other than the fact that it's slim, Echo, because the body is too covered in the like the limestone deposits to be able to see anything more about it. So that's all we've got. And our ultimate goal is to try to find Alsander and rescue that wizard. But presumably the idea is we're finding things along the way to help us do that. You don't want to touch a dead body? Well, yeah. So, all right. So we have got 2 votes for... one vote for chip away at the body and 2 votes for chip away at the stuff around the body and 2 votes for leave it behind. So I'm going to last call this. We have 2 votes each. 2-2. So tie-breaking vote is necessary. I'm going to last call this. We need a tie-breaking vote. You could also change your vote if you wish. $ change vote, all one word, space, and the number you want to change to. Can also do that.
I have actually touched a dead body before.
Yeah. Same.
It's not actually all that special.
No.
No.
But yeah, it's not the body, it's what inhabits the body, right? That matters.
Yeah. Or in that case, not anymore.
Well, yeah. What had inhabited. All right, chat, what say you? We need one more vote here to break this tie. It's like touching a live body, but it's not live. Yes, Nari. That's precisely right. It's like touching a non-living... It's like touching a live body without life. Yes.
Oh, hey, Nari, if you have time to be in chat, you have time to do some dishes. So I can cook dinner once I'm done here.
Wow. You made a mistake. You
remember.
needed to be lurking, Nori.
Ah.
All right, chat. I need someone to break this tie. Need someone else to jump in. $vote space 1 to chip down and find out what's going on with his body. $vote space 2. All right.
Of course you had the stream.
Yeah, she had the stream muted.
Yeah.
All right. We have decided to chip down, to chip away, as they say. Okay. After much determined and careful chipping, a skeletal shape begins to reveal itself. You see the glint of metal. You must now stop and eat a meal during a break from your work, so down to 2 provisions. Eventually, you uncover most of the slim skeleton, an elf perhaps. You can make out the rotted remains of a backpack and a useless rusted sword, but also a slender flask of white metal. You open the flask, which is tightly sealed, and a sweet, wholesome herbal aroma fills the air. This is a concentrated potion of healing, and the flask contains 2 doses, each of which will restore 4 lost stamina points when drunk. You may drink from this flask at any time except during combats. So we now have a potion of healing.
Yay.
2 doses. 4 stamina per dose. We're down also 8 points, I do want to point out. We also have provisions as well. But that means that between the 2 provisions and the potion of healing, we have the possibility of restoring 16 points of stamina. So does anyone want to take a single provision? And we're saving the potion of healing, I imagine. Does anyone want to take a single provision to get us up to 15 points of stamina is the question. Up to you. That would bring us to 15 stamina. So let me know in chat. No proof, no potion or anything. I'm getting a sense that you're doing this sort of Iron Man thing, Echo. You're like, we can survive against anything with anyone, regardless. Eat provision eye. All right, I have 1 vote for yes, 1 vote for no. Let's do this semi-quickly if we can. I refuse to help. You refuse to help? Wow, Klaus. Spoken like a secret bot. Prince Justin says
secret. They openly admitted that they are a bot, so...
I'm trying to pretend that they're secret, though, because it's more like what every science fiction story thinks is original. But they're secret. They're not truly a bot. Okay. Right. Okay. So we are going to take 1 provision by the will of chat, and we're going to take up to 15 stamina, and we have that potion of healing. I don't know. I thought it was cool. I thought it was some cool, like, extra linguistic thing you were doing, Carol. Provisiony. Okay. So we've done that. Now all right, let's see. So we do this. Okay. And we're going to go on there. Great. All right. You trudge south along the passageway, which seems to wind on interminably. And hold on 1 second. I just want to check something. I want to make sure I did not miss. Okay. You trudge south along the passageway, which seems to wind on interminably. Finally, you come to a new T-junction. From here, you can head either east or west. So, $vote space west means we head east. I just said $vote space west. Let's say that again. $vote space 1 means that we go east. $vote space 2 means we go west. So, $vote space 1 to go east. $vote space 2 to go west. Young man. All right, imaginary exponent has us going east. Prince Justin also has us going east.
really hungry all of a sudden. I did eat before the stream.
I noticed that you're doing that while putting Ratmen on the drawing Ratmen who were hungry.
Mm.
Okay. All right, we have 2 votes each, chat. We will need someone to break this tie. Okay, we're tied up. Vote 3, I want to go north. Sorry, cannot do so, I'm afraid, Cloud. All right, last call, last call. Going once. Going twice. And done. All right, so we are going to go east. Okay. And I think I'm going to put a save point here. There is a smell in the damp air which grows stronger the further you walk along. It is the smell of the crypt, the dread stench of death. The passageway opens into a darkened chamber. Even with a lantern, you can see nothing inside it unless you enter. You may retrace your steps to the west if you wish, or enter the chamber. So $vote space 1 means we retrace our steps west. $vote space 2 means we enter the chamber. What do we want to do, chat? $vote space 1, retrace west. $vote space 2, enter the chamber. All right. We have 1 vote to go west, to return to the west, and 2 votes to go into the chamber. Now is the time. Now is the time. Okay. Got a last call here. Going once. This is the congratulations music. Da, da, da. We're tied up again. Tied up. 2 votes each. Been a lot of close votes this time around. A lot of close votes. All right, we're going to need someone to break the tie. $vote space 1 to retrace our steps west. $vote space 2 to enter the chamber. Please do vote.
For some reason, these guys look more like gnolls now.
Well, they do look a little bit gnoll-ish, yes. I mean, I think you're just making them dramatic. Like, this is the way the Ratmen want to imagine themselves. Also, I think they were holding swords, not spears.
Shush. No, they were holding spears. I remember. I definitely...
No one to blame but yourself if everyone says gnoll plus spear equals gnoll, you know? All right, I need someone to break this tie, chat. Let's have someone vote to break this tie, please, or change their vote. $vote space 1 means go back west. $vote space 2 means enter the chamber. Let us have that vote. Power of the vote. Please get your
hand starts to
vote.
hurt. That's not good. For how much longer did you plan to go?
I was planning on going till 1:30, so basically another half hour. But if you want to stick around for another 15, 20 minutes, if you can do that, or, you know, if that's bad, then, you know, don't kill your hand.
Too late, my guy. Too late.
Oh, don't keep killing it.
Keep reanimating it.
Do not
See, that's what you save your Phoenix Downs for.
That's true. All right, so we're going to enter the chamber. It's up to you, Taria. Obviously, I love all the art.
I'm going to take a quick break. And,
okay.
Then I'll see.
That sounds good. All right, so far we've got the rat men that chat can be looking at whilst we enter this chamber. It is the Chamber of Doom. No. Now that you are very close to the entrance, you can see a round chamber littered with bones. Stone steps leading down into the floor are cut in the far end of the chamber. So there's, on the other end of the chamber are steps leading downwards. Turning towards you as you gaze in is a skeletal figure carrying a huge ice blue two-handed sword. Do you wish to flee to the west, that's $vote space 1, or move in to attack it? So $vote space 1 means flee to the west. $vote space 2 means attack the skeletal figure with the huge ice blue two-handed sword. Yeah, we should remove that vote command. The thing is, we are going to use it. I need to find out whether, from Shadowed, whether we can archive a command. Because I'm going to want to have it again when we get closer to voting day, but we're not anywhere near voting day right now, so we should probably remove it. We should archive it. So $vote space 1, flee to the west. $vote space 2, move in to attack it.
ED has affected my confidence.
Okay, we're going to skip past that.
I think I know why they look less like rats and more like gnolls. It's because I gave them pointy teeth.
Oh, interesting.
And I don't think rats have pointy teeth.
No, I think they do, don't they? I think they do, but I don't know if they have fangs like that, though. Yes, no, I remember the nominations, Echo. I will stop. My plan is for us to stop around 115, 120, and then do nominations. So probably Tari will be off the hook anyway, but we'll see. Okay, so chat, votes please. We have so far 1 vote to flee to the west. Are we going to stay with that? Or do people want to flee to the west as well? That's $vote space 1. Or move into attack, which is $vote space 2.
They do not have pointy teeth.
Really?
Yeah, they have like the sharp front teeth, the fangs.
Yeah.
And everything else are like, oh God, I don't even know how to describe it. They're kind of wavy in a pattern.
I see. So you're saying just the front teeth are pointy, but not the rest of for a rat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's a good call. Rats are rodents.
Well, also you don't ever really see the other teeth. You only see the
fangs, yeah. Rangs are rodents, so they don't have fangs? What, really? Really? That's why rodents. Like round dents. Round teeth? Is that what that means? I have no idea.
Is that where the word comes from? Like I know that in German, like they're called Nagetiere, which means they are gnawing animals. And gnawing animals have like those front teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Those buck teeth. That's what they're called, right? Buck teeth.
Oh, is there a quotes command in Arcana Spot? I think there is, but I don't. Yes. We just haven't used it that much.
Takes 2 piercing damage. Oh, I'm being hit by your thing. Playing Icewind Dale. Yeah.
Are you freaking kidding me? We're a superhero and you want to go home. Oh, God. There has never been a moment where chat was more trolly than playing Appointment with Fear. Like, there's this one section where they're like, they just wanted to play with this toaster. And I'm like, we are sitting. And it was so embarrassing because the freaking programmers of the video game version of it that we were playing were in chat with, like, in an interview with me while chat's like, we want to do more with the toaster. I'm like, God damn it. It's very funny. In retrospect.
And I miss Icewind Dale. Like, specifically missing playing it when I was little, you know?
Yes, yeah.
That was like a special experience.
And the first time you see Kuldahar, like oh man. Okay, last call. So we did that. We did this. We are moving into attack it, chat, and I'm sure everything is going to be fine because you are fighting this guy. All right, chat, take a look.
And the music, my God, the Icewind Dale music.
Yeah, so amazing. He's like, Meh. We're fighting that dude with all of his hordes behind him.
That looks like totally a practical sword.
Absolutely. It says, you are fighting a skeletal warrior who swings at you with great strength. His massive two-handed sword glints as it sweeps through the air in an arc towards you. May the gods grant you good luck in this dangerous combat. All right. I'm sure we can handle it. Okay, so skeletal warrior.
And Fortuna smiled upon us.
Now, the good news is, the bad news is he has the same skill that we do. He also is a 10, along with our 10. The good news is he has 5 fewer stamina. So, if all goes well, we should be able to manage this, he said, doubtfully. All right, we begin with a 20. No problem. Everything's fine. So, Echo, you just need to roll a 10. You're rolling 2d6 plus 10 for this. And you're, 10 to tie, 11 to beat. We can do it. You rolled a 21. See, right out of the gate. Look at that. Freaking Dark Souls power roll. The second time he rolled a 19. He was shocked. Staggered by your blow, by your skill. This time he rolled a 16. Okay, that was not as successful. That's all right. Now he rolls an 18. He keeps rolling lower. This is good news. Keeps rolling an 18. He rolls a 17. All right, well, that's, Okay, now he rolls a 19. Okay, I need to stop rolling. Well, I could stop that anytime. We can do it. 16. All right. We're into the officially into the yellow area. I really have got to stop rolling 18s or higher. 18. Okay, we need an 8 to tie, a 9 to beat. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
So as far as
19,
anthropomorphic animals go, right?
Right.
So I just remembered a thing that I saw in
14
Kids'
Echo
Book when I was little.
Yeah.
Which had a bunch of anthropomorphic animals in it, all in this really cutesy picture book style.
Yeah.
Right. And one of them was a pig wearing a bikini.
I see.
It had 6 or 8 cups basically on the bikini.
Sure.
It looked very, very silly.
That's funny. No, that was the previous one, Echo. I rolled an 18, you rolled a 19, because now I have a record of it. So now I've rolled a 14. Yeah, that roll's already used up. So I have a 14. So now you need to roll a... okay. That was unfortunate. The 12 was unfortunate. Let's see. Okay. Now I rolled a 15. Okay, we need a 5 to tie, a 6 to beat. A 5 to tie, a 6 to beat on this one. 5 to tie, 6 to beat. You can do it. I have faith. Looking for that number. It's going up this way. So whenever you see that 15 that I rolled is the latest number, and your number below it is the number before that. So the last number is the one that's highest up. $19. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so now he's down to 4 stamina. Whoa, we got a raid coming in. 107 raiders from Robert Hartley GM. Let's go.
Excuse me?
Dang.
What?
Let's go. What is up,
Okay,
Robert
now I have
Hartley
to-
GM? Hello, raiders. Now you got to draw something. No, you don't have to, Tari, if you don't want.
Wait.
Hello to Diverse Polar, to Ellie196, to Mage and Alchemist. I love that. Cinderfingers, Centauri, Tipped Server, Dead Like Me Dead. Welcome in, raiders. What's going on? TR Madrid. Good to see you all. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it.
Hello.
Welcome in. What were you, can we get a shout out from one of the mods for Robert Hartley GM? What were you, Mr. Karen Hayes? We come in peace. Welcome in, raiders. Thanks for the raid. What were you playing? What were you playing today? I'm assuming it's TTRPG related with a name like Robert Hartley GM. Wanted to find someone new to raid and found you from browsing D&D. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Robert Hartley. So what were you, so you were playing some D&D, I'm going to assume? You were doing a behind-the-scenes screen of a Viva skit. That is not what I would have had on my bingo card about things that are being played, but that's awesome. So yes. Thank you. And we did do a shout-out this time. I'm a D&D nerd. We're watching our latest episode of our actual play. That's awesome. Well, for those of you who don't know me, I normally don't stream actually quite this early, but my name is Arvin Elleron. I play a lot of tabletop role-playing stuff on this channel. A lot of it, in fact. I run 4 separate campaigns, one over on my sister channel, GOG, and 3 campaigns on this, plus I also host another campaign, which is Waterdeep Dragon Heist, but I'm also doing a long-scale campaign of Eberron, the last season of which begins this weekend. I have an Expedition from the Mysterious Peaks, which is science fiction, fantasy, D&D 5e mashup, and then Beowulf that I play with my good friend TariToons, who is currently cartooning our Fighting Fantasy Gamebook. So... and I've been DMing for 35 years, so I've been at it for quite a long time. So you are in the right place if you like that sort of thing. And that's awesome. I will have to give you in fact, can I do it from here? I can't do it from here, but I'm going to follow later. I can't do it from my chatty. But we are playing right now. It's not going to be Echo. We had 2 medical emergent, like not like medical emergency like someone's in the hospital, but medical stuff that had to happen. So 1 a.m. in West Australia, got a raid and run. Well, thank you. Thank you again for the raid. I appreciate it, Robert, and I will follow you definitely as soon ASAP. What we're doing right now is we are playing our monthly Fighting Fantasy Gamebook illustration stream, the classic Fighting Fantasy Gamebook, some of you might be familiar with. This is Stealer of Souls. We play through this, chat votes on what we're going to do, and then we fight various creatures and things along the way. And while I'm doing it, TariToons, who is a professional cartoonist and a professional artist, illustrates stuff from the book. So that is what we're doing, and if you are interested in that or interested in any of the other, we do a lot of computer role-playing games on here too, but a lot of tabletop. And we've got nominations for my Chat Chosen Game of the Month coming up soon as well. So thank you so much, though, for the follow, Robert Hartley. I appreciate it, and I will definitely return the favor and check you out soon. But welcome, everybody who's new, and if you like that kind of thing, then you're in the right place, because we do a lot of that here. So I will reread what we're doing right now, which is that we're fighting this guy. We are trying to save a wizard, and so we've gone into this place to find him, but surprisingly, there are a lot of obstacles. I'm sure no one could have predicted. We are fighting right now a skeletal warrior who is swinging at us with great strength. We have gotten him down to, right now, 4 stamina. We are sitting at 7 stamina, and it's an equal number of skill. So we're going to see whether or not Echo Alpha, who is one of our viewers rolling dice for us in chat, can keep up with this guy. So we rolled, we got an 18, and the music in the background, incidentally, is the OST of the Incredible Triangle Strategy, which I highly recommend. Tie, very nice, so no harm, no foul. That was just a tie, so that was totally fine. Let me get past this commercial. There we go. Okay. He rolls an 18 again. Dum-ba-da-bum. And again 18. Okay, this time he rolls a 17. And an 18. Very nice, Echo. I think that was your third 18 in a row. Okay, he's down to 2 stamina. We just need to hit this guy one more time. Okay, he rolls an 18 again. A turkey, yep. 19, look at that. Echo Alpha, all hail Echo Alpha. Takes down the skeletal warrior. This guy goes down for the count. That's what I'm talking about. Well done, Echo. And we're sitting there with 7 stamina, but we're okay. We have hit him. Now, chat, I have a question. Normally, I do this through using Arcanus Bot, which is our special voting bot. But in this case, I will just allow chat to make this decision. We got hit a lot for stamina in that round, so we're down to 7 points. We have provisions, which we can use out of combat that restores 4 stamina points. We also have a potion of healing that lets us restore 4 stamina per dose. So the question is, chat, do you want to take one of our provisions? Again, one provision would be out of provisions, but we would still have our healing potion back. So do we want to take a provision? Just tell me in chat. Echo says no. Do we want to take one? Prince Justin says yes. So tell me in chat what you think, including if you're new and you've just joined us. Yes, provision is good. I would take the provision, no healing. Provision, yes. Yes. You would take the potion or the no healing potion? Got it. Eat one. Okay, it looks like chat is mostly in favor of this. Going once. Do you eat the bottle with the potion? No, you just have the potion. But in this case, it would be a provision. All right, it looks like everyone is in favor for the most part. Sorry, Echo. So we will have our last provision, and that brings us up to 11 stamina out of 19. We do still have our potion of healing for down the line. So, okay. After your triumph, just joined but healing potion. No, sounds good. Anyone who just joined, it's all good. After your triumph over the skeletal warrior, you take a quick look around. The chamber is very bare, lacking anything of interest, so you take the steps down. Apparently, we're not allowed to take his two-handed sword, which is kind of annoying, but oh well. These steps twist and turn as they descend, but there are burning wall-bracketed torches to light your way. At last, you emerge at an archway cut into the wall of a chamber. You think this is the north wall, but you cannot be certain. Pausing, you hear no sound, so you step into the room. As you enter, an unexpected event makes you jump in alarm. On the west wall of the chamber, you see this.
You know, it's actually kind of good that we can't get the two-handed sword because we do have a shield.
That's a good point.
Blech. Oh, this guy should get some moisturizer.
Seriously. Yeah, there you go. So you see that guy.
See, this is what happens to your face if you don't hydrate enough.
Exactly.
Don't drink your juice boxes.
And he's just like, please, Nivea. On the west wall of the chamber is an etched stone face, a hideous and gnarled visage with cruel fangs. Your medallion flares briefly with white light. The closed eyes of the stone face open, and smooth, jet-black eyes turn to look at you. This experience makes you feel like getting out fast. Fortunately, you can try a door in the east wall of this chamber or another in the south wall. So here we're going to do what we call a quick vote. The way you vote in our channel is you go $vote space 1 if you want to go east, or $vote space the number 2 if you want to go south. So go ahead and get your votes in, chat, whether you're new or not. All are welcome. $vote space 1 to go east, $vote space 2 to go south. You just woke up here in Alaska. I need to get my day started. Whereabouts in Alaska, Madrid? And thank you for the follows, everybody. Appreciate that raid. Very much appreciate it.
I was like, why don't I hear the follower sounds? But that's because I have the stream mute.
Okay.
Just have you in
yeah, understandable, because you got the music on and going on.
Yeah.
The Kenai Peninsula, South Central. Oh, wow, okay. So then what time is it for you right now, Madrid? Is it like... Because it's 1:14 p.m. for us, Eastern.
Well, for you.
For me, not for you.
It's,
no, for you it's
7:15,
right? Yeah, 6 hours up. And it's 9:13 for Madrid. Wow. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Don't forget the vote $1 vote space 1. So there you go. Thank you, Linnea. All right. Any other votes? Any other votes? To go east, you want to say $vote space 1. To go west, to go south, $vote space 2. And then we're going to have like 1 or 2 more choices here, chat, and then we are going to do nominations for the Chat Chosen Game of the Month, and then I'm going to wrap up for the day on this channel, but I will be over on GOG Comms Twitch channel at 2 p.m. playing Eastern, playing Expeditions Rome, which if you have not seen it, I highly recommend. Very, very cool role-playing game.
Please, everybody, vote for him to play Animal Crossing so that we can play together. I desperately need people to play with him.
That's true. For the Chat Chosen Game. You got to nominate it first. So you're going to have to stick around. You can nominate it, Tari. You're allowed.
It was a joke.
Listen, it's all right. I have Animal Crossing.
Oh, maybe we can get a Malbec, Just saying.
Get a what?
Well, I haven't seen her online in a long time, too.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
Since we used to play Animal Crossing together.
Oh, I see.
Ye olden days.
Back in the day. All right, a lot of people want to go east. I'm going to last call this. Going once, going twice. Yes, thank you, Echo. Triffett says she will nominate Animal Crossing for you, if you want. That's fine, I don't mind.
Do you even have Animal Crossing?
I do. I don't know which one, though. I have the one for the Switch one.
I just have New Horizons. I used to have.
Is that the one from 20 whatever
DS
pandemic?
Got stolen. Yeah, the pandemic one.
Okay, yeah, that's what I have.
The one on the Switch, there.
Yeah,
there's only one.
You homeschool. Summer's getting started. We have stuff to do. Sounds good. Enjoy your day. Thank you for stopping by, Madrid. Enjoy things out there in Alaska. Don't be a stranger. Hope to see you back again. All right, we are going to go east by the will of chat. All right. As you put your hand upon the door, an electrical shock jolts through your arm. deduct 3 points from your stamina. Ow. And also lose 1 skill point, but only temporarily, until after your next combat. The frick? Worse, the door disappears. It was just an illusion. As you turn away, you become aware that the stone face opposite is now generating black smoke from its nostrils, and that its mouth is grinning. Freaking punch this guy in the face. You decide to get away. Thank you for the follow on my channel again, Tierra Madrid. Thank you. You decide to get away from the foul-smelling acrid smoke and open the south door. Man, everything around here is cursed. Okay, beyond the door, a torchlit corridor extends southwards. You move softly along it until you come to a door at the end. Even from a few yards away, you can hear guttural talk and raucous laughter from within, but you don't recognize the language. All right, now this is going to be our last vote of the game book that we have tonight. And that is, should we head back north? That's option 1. Option 2 is open the door, sword in hand, to fight. Or should we open the door without our sword readied? Open the sword with the door ready. No. Open the door without our sword readied and talk with whatever is inside. And the vote is now open. So $ vote space 1 if you want to head back north. $ vote space 2 if you want to open the door sword in hand to fight. $ vote space 3 is to open the door without our sword readied and talk with whatever is inside. Get your vote in now. Oh, and we are a warrior, Linnea. We're trying to rescue a wizard, Alsander, from this Isle of Despair. He's been put there by the evil wizard Mordreneth, because as things happen. So we're trying to find Alsander now. That's basically it. And he's somewhere within this maze-like dungeon. We are ourselves a warrior. We have, as you can see here, a shield. We have a sword, a backpack, a lantern. We have ointment, grappling iron, a bunch of different things you can see under items and artifacts here. Currently sitting at 8 out of 19 stamina, which isn't great. 10 out of 10 skill, although remember our next combat will be 9 out of 10 skill. 9 out of 10 luck. We have no provisions. We have 13 gold, and we have 2 doses of a healing potion. So that's what we got. So we can head back north. We could open the door and talk with whoever's there. The cinematic option. The cinematic option is this one. All right. 2 feels like more of a warrior thing. I could see that. Yeah. I could see that. All right. We're going to last call this. Looks like Chad is ready for a fight. Going once. Going twice. Okay. We are opening the door sword in hand to fight. You charge in the room to discover this. Totally friendly, right? You charge in the room to discover 3 orcs sitting around a table drinking and gambling with dice. The orcs curse and draw their weapons. However, you have gained surprise over them, so you can lash out at one of them before they can strike at you. Turn to 185 to fight them, and you may subtract 2 stamina points from the score of the first orc you fight because of your initial blow. Now, the bad news about this is that we're going to have to do 2 combat rolls per round because they're fighting you all at once. So you fight essentially 2 at once and you can only damage one of them. The good news is that, oh my God, are these guys lousy? And you'll see what I mean. So the skill of this orc is 4. And because we've hit him already, as it said, he's down to 3 stamina. The second orc also has a skill of 4. And his stamina is 4. And the third orc has a skill of, stop me if you've heard this before, 4. And a stamina of 5. So what that means for us, they're smiling at us. So those exposed brains. I think it might be actually. So, okay. So the way this is going to work, Echo, is you are doing 2d6 plus 9, because remember we had the slight numbness that wears off after this combat. So 2d6 plus 9. But this guy is rolling 4, 2d6 plus 4. Comes out of the gate with double 6s. Okay. Yeah, absolutely annihilates the first guy with the first hit. So he's down to 1 stamina. Now this next roll is just to see if we ward him off. So it's not actually going to stop. Like it's not gonna damage him. It's just to see if we get damaged. So this second roll, he rolls a 13. So we need a 4 to tie or a 5 to win this round and avoid being hurt. So go ahead on that one, Echo. You rolled the 20 and got the first round. The second one is a 19. Very good. Okay, back to the first guy that we actually can hurt. So he rolls an 11. So all we need is a 2 to tie and a 3 to beat this guy. 2 to tie or a 3 to beat this guy. We get a 16, so that takes out the first orc. Okay. So now we are done with the first orc. So now the second orc. So this first one, he's going to roll 13. This is the second orc. Remember, this guy we're not actually hurting this round because he's fighting us at the same time as someone else. So this time, Echo manages to hold him off. Sounds good. Okay, now we're back up to the top of the round. Now it's the second and the third orc. So the second orc is going to roll again. That's a 4. That's a 10 total. So we need a 1 to tie or a 2 to beat, basically, Echo, on this one to actually hurt this guy. We do not have an intelligence stat, no. That's kind of all tied into skill a little bit and maybe luck. 16, very good. He's down to 2 stamina. This next roll is for the third orc who rolls a 6. So we would need to roll a -3. I think we have a good shot of winning this round. But go ahead and roll it anyway, Echo, because we always want to clear that dice roll. And that's just to keep him from hurting us, remember, because we're fighting 2 at once. Okay, good job. Excellent. All right, now we're back up to the top of the round with the second orc. Oh, I see what you're saying. He is a warrior without much mouth. He's kind of a knight is the way that they describe him. But in Dungeons and Dragons, it's a lot more involved and nuanced. In this one, he's just sort of a fighter. Would be sort of the way that's there. A Knigget. Okay, so this time I rolled a 14.
Let me show you guys the Knigget that we are playing. This is our Knigget.
That is him, Sir Grendelthorpe, a Knigget.
Yes.
Very nice. Okay, so 14, Echo. Let's see if we can beat this guy and take him down to remove the second orc. So we need we would need a, what is it, a 6 to tie, 7 to beat? Or no, that's wrong. 5 to tie, 6 to beat. And that's a 17. Outstanding. Down goes the second orc. Now we just have the third orc that's left. Again, this is the round that doesn't count to hurt him. It's just trying to ward him off. So I have a 13 here, so we need to roll a 4 to tie and a 5 to beat. Echo, if you could, please. Not a silly Knigget. Good. Very good. So we hold him off. All right, final orc. Now every round counts to hit him. So this is 1 orc left. He rolls a 10. A 4 skill is very low. Okay, we need a 1 to tie, a 2 to beat. And we got a 15. He's down to 3 stamina. Excellent. He rolls again an 11. We need a 2 to tie, 3 to beat. For those of you who came in with the raid, right before it, when we were fighting that guy, we were just finishing off. That was a skill of 10. So that was a tie skill with our usual skill. These guys are literally 5 points below us. So the chances of them hitting us are not incredible. Although, you know, never say never. Okay, 14. He's a tryhard. He's trying. 5 to tie, 6 to beat. To see if we could take down this final orc. Okay, and he does beat him. Well done, Echo. We did not get hit once that entire fight. Well done, Echo. We defeated the orcs. We slay the orcs and then look around the room. Save for them and their inferior weapons and the dice and coins on the table, there does not seem to be much here. Nonetheless, you choose to search the room. You collect 6 gold pieces from the orcs. I would love to actually be able to spend these gold pieces somewhere. We're up to 19 now. The dice the orcs had are shoddy, and their ale and rat pasties are revolting. So we can either go back to the north or open the east door. And this would be our last decision of the night, chat. Last decision. Very cool. I'm glad to hear it, Mr. Karen Hades. Very glad to hear it. Would love to have you back. Last decision of the night, chat. $ vote space 1, we go back to the north. Thank you for the follow. $ vote space 1, go back to the north. $ vote space 2, we open the east door. Rat pasties. This is the last vote of the evening. Go back to the north, $ vote space 1. Open the east door, $ vote space 2. That will be the last decision of the evening for Gamebook stuff. And now we're back up to our 10 skill as well, which is pretty cool. All right, everyone wants to open the door. I'll last call this, but this looks pretty quick. All right, and I will read you the last entry, chat, that we're going to have today. I'm going to put a save point here, and next month we will continue this. Beyond the east door is a dank, unlit passageway. The air is stale, and an unpleasant smell lingers in it. This gets stronger as you make your way towards the thick wooden door with iron bands which stands at the end of the passage. You listen at the door but hear nothing. As you prepare to move in, the door opens from the other side, and before you stands the biggest troll you've ever seen. He is huge and he carries a massive club. You cannot run away, for he can easily outrun you and will strike you down from behind. You must fight him, and we're going to do that next month when we fight the troll. But other than that, and don't leave chat because we got to get nominations for the chat shows game of the month. That's going to be the session for today, which means we're going to get a chance to see the amazing illustrations that TariToons did today.
Let me quickly finish this one up. I'm hurrying.
Sorry.
I need 1 minute.
I tell you what, while you're doing that, why don't we do the nominations? So chat, let's do nominations. This is for the chat chosen game of the month. I'm going to be playing this in 2 weeks. So what game should I play? Now, let me give you some parameters here. The parameters are as follows. I have a Retron, which means that I can play SNES, NES, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and I think Sega Genesis cartridges. I can play, I also have Intellivision 2, if anyone wants me to play one of those. I have that. I have a PS5, so I can play that. I have a Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Switch 1, so I can play that. And, of course, I have a PC, so I could play any of those. So the only games that I reserve the right to veto are games that I've already streamed or that I'm going to be streaming soon anyway, or horror games. I hate horror games. I don't want to play horror games, okay? So having done all of that, wait. You can try out the new nom command. Hold on. I forgot about this. The nom command. Okay, so you can do that. ! nom space and then the text to create a poll entry. That's awesome. I forgot about that, Effect Life. Yes. Effect Life is the designer of Arcanaspot Plus, by the way. It's amazing. So, $nom space and then the game. And yes, hard games like that are fine. So Effect Life just nominated Gorogoa. So you could do the same thing. 1 nomination per person, please. And as far as hard games, I mean, that's fine. Some of these games, if you want me to play them longer than the one time, it's probably a good idea to be a game that I have played and won challenging games. I'm not a big fan of Dark Souls type stuff though, but otherwise. Hey, what's up, J-Rab? Good to see you. It's $ though. Yeah, there you go. Good to see you, J-Rab. How you been, man? There we go. Okay, we got some good ones. I did play Dredge and I liked it. Right, exactly. I like spooky. I hate jump scares and I hate body horror and I hate gore and stuff like that. Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Sekiro, huh? All right, I'll play. You know what? If that ends up winning, I'll play Sekiro. That is a one and done though, Mr. Karen. I'm telling you now. Yeah, I've heard good things about Claire Obscure. All right, Gorogoa, Judgment, Shadow Veil, Sekiro.
Whoa.
Claire Obscure, Animal Crossing. There you go.
Almost
You got
fell
it
off
in.
my chair there.
Blue
Jesus.
Prince. I've heard good things. Also, Prince Justin, Blue Prince with that. Check out this game, Judgment.
No, the Animal Crossing thing is fine.
Because she said, she's like, she's going to do it.
Ah.
All right, I'm checking out this game. What is this Judgment game?
Oh, Greg, did you ever play like the new quote-unquote Monkey Island that came out like last year, 2 years ago?
I did not, but I'm very shaky on point-and-click games.
Right.
I don't love those.
I forgot. Pardon me.
So this is, I don't know anything about this. It's from Sega. It looks a little bit like Yakuza. Is it anything, is it like a Yakuza-style game, Echo?
Wait, Death Stranding 2 is out?
Death Stranding 2 is out? Yeah, Death
Boss?
Stranding 2 I don't think is out yet, Big Boss. Not by the time I'm going to be playing.
Wait. Let me look this up.
It is a Yakuza spinoff. Ooh, this is great. Look at all these options. Wow. Oh, I have to add some options. Wait. Hold on. Sorry, do that one again, Imaginary. Sorry. Do that vote again.
It comes out next end of the month on the 26th.
Yeah,
And
so that's
only for the PlayStation 5.
Do you want me to switch it to 1? I haven't played Death Stranding, actually, the first one, Big Boss. Do you want me to do the first one as your vote, as your nomination?
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
What do you think? Do you want me to do that instead, Big Boss, or not? In which case, I can fix that just very quickly in chat.
Is it on any of the platforms you own, though? You don't have a... Do you
I
have
have
a
I have a
PlayStation 4 or
PS5.
5?
I have a PS5.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind.
By next nomination, I'll be able to say I've been asking for months. Okay. So you want me to leave it that way? Okay, that's fine. That's funny.
Wait, is it okay to play on Twitch, though? Because the game has a lot of nudity.
Yeah. I don't know how much I'm going to get into it for 3 hours. Like maybe, I guess we could see. Death Stranding 1. Okay. Got it. All right, cool. All right.
It's like the length of the opening cutscene.
Yeah, no kidding.
3 hours.
Okay, so that's pretty good, actually. That's a good list right now. All right, so now we're going to open this up, chat. Yeah, good to see you. It did go very well, Jay. Yes. We raised $5,100 to benefit Damon Runyon, and that brings us to just over $40,000 raised for them in the 11-year history of the event. And I've been invited, along with my wife, to go to the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation annual breakfast in New York City tomorrow morning. So it did go very well. I was very proud of the community. Okay. Disabled the nomination, and now we're going to open it. Yeah, thank you very much. That's really cool, Effect Life. Thank you. All right, now you can get your votes in chat. Top 3 vote getters are going to go on to the final vote, which is going to happen all week, and it will end by next Tuesday, and then I'll play this in 2 weeks. So now's the time to get in your votes. So please vote for one of these. $ vote space 1 if you want Gorogoa. $ vote space 2 for Judgment. $ vote space 3 for Shadowvale Legend of the Five Rings. $ vote space 4 for Sekiro. $ vote space 5 for Claire Obscura Expedition 33. $ vote space 6 for Animal Crossing. $ vote space 7 for Blue Prince. $ vote space 8 for Death Stranding. $ vote space 9 for Far Lone Sail. I think this is the most nominations we've had for a long time, actually. So thank you for all the nominations, folks. So let me, nope, that's
Oh,
one.
god damn it, I'm not logged in. Ah! Dang it.
Yeah, it's the best I can do. It's gonna, like that.
No, not register. Log in.
It's the most.
So annoying that Twitch just locks you out every once.
Yeah, that does. Yeah, I'll fix that. Echo, give me a second. I'm gonna have to compress it a little bit. There we go. All right, so there it is. There is the full list: Gorogoa, Judgment, Legend of the Five Rings, Sekiro, Claire Obscure, Animal Crossing, Blue Prince, Death Stranding, Far Lone Sail. And I'm gonna need some votes beyond the people who nominated this already. So please get your votes in. Again, $ vote space 1. Also, if you want to change votes, if I have to take the top 2, I can do that. I don't want to take. But I'm only going to take 2 or 3. I'm not going to take 4, 5, 6. So 2 or 3 is what I'm going to take. Oh, there you are. You successfully voted, Terry. Okay. Chat, while you were getting your votes in, please do get the votes in so we can get these top 2 or 3. Tari, would you like to go through, if you're finished, would you like to go through the drawings that we did today?
Yes. Since we got so many new people, I'm gonna go from the start since we only had one session for this book previously. I think that will be smart.
That's a good idea.
Smart. So going in chronological order. So this is our guy. So we always start off these games with like just deciding what the name of our characters and what they look like.
Grendel. Let's go.
Yeah, so I just do a little character design thing. Then one of our first encounters was against a giant skull crab, or just a skull crab. Whenever there's a monster, I always assume it's just enormous.
It was giant.
One of my vices.
Giant crab.
Yes.
I love that one.
Then we met a big friendly giant.
Yep.
Was like, wasn't like, didn't he own the crab or something? And then was like, yeah, it's fine that you killed it.
Yeah, and he was just like, yeah,
he's monster.
I think so. He's like, yeah, he shouldn't have been bad in the first place. It was his fault or something like, yeah.
Then we fought some wizard cultist dude.
That's right.
Right.
Who we defeated successfely.
Right, and also at the beginning of every stream, I'm like, usually until we start, I'm like just sketching something completely random, which in this case, my my warm-up was just A Link to the Past, an Animal Crossing crossover.
That's like Grendel. That's Grendel Thorpe as he imagines himself, right? Is actually Link.
Because I played A Link to the Past last week, and then I picked up Animal Crossing again. So these are just fresh on my mind.
Very awesome.
With the rare pink-haired Link.
Yes, I was gonna say.
With his bunny persona.
Pink Link.
Pink Link. Plink.
Plink, if you will.
Plink.
Keep getting those votes in, chat.
Yes. Us just taking a provision, drinking a little juice box.
Because how else?
Hydrated.
Yeah, I mean, like, we need to stay hydrated, and he can't get his helmet off. It's like Mandalorian.
Yes.
So, like, this is the way.
Exactly.
You know, really.
This is the way, indeed.
Yeah.
Right, and then we were spelunking through a dungeon.
That's a really good one.
It's like every second book we do.
That's a really good one, though, Tari. That's really nice lighting effects and everything.
Thank you.
They're very cool. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've done a lot of these before, so at this point.
Sounds good. See you, Mr. Karen Hades. We'll have you back on. Thanks again for being part of the raid. Okay, and
then we had the rats.
The gnolls. The ratmen.
The ratmen, right? Who ended up looking a bit like gnolls, but you know, it's fine.
They look so fierce. They're just like, you know, we have more than 5 skill. No, you don't. Like, very fierce.
I think it's kind of sad that like ratmen and were-rats and the like are always like treated like, you know, cannon fodder.
Yeah. Except in Vermintide, I guess, right? Like.
Yeah, but like it's also like they are dangerous because there's like a billion of them, right?
That's true. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Good stuff with the Ratman.
What are they, Skaven?
That's right. Yes.
And this was the last one when we fought that skeleton dude.
And that was the last one, right? This thing where like Clunk. It's funny that this really does alternate between Grendelthorpe being like, I'm an epically awesome knight, and then I'm drinking a juice box, or like, you know, he's like cutesy knight, no, epic knight. Like, you know, it's very cool. I like the mixed vibe. These are amazing. So first of all, chat, as we finish up the votes here before I let Tari go, I do want everybody to know that if you're like, this art is amazing, where can I find more? I'm glad you asked. If you put in this command and you go here, you can go to TariToons, who is the artist extraordinaire, as it says right there in the link. A wonderful cartoonist. She's done a bunch of work in her art book. Do you have any of those left, Tari?
I have a few of those.
You have a few of the art books left with like all of the collections up to about last August, basically, when we saw each other in person. You can get that. Plus, you can get other stuff that Tari has done there.
Yes.
Tari does the emotes for this channel, and she'll be doing more of those. We have some other art plans that Tari and I have talked about, so you're going to see more of that. But artists need support. So if you're like, this is awesome, I want more of this. And if you're into heraldry, you can also go over there because Tari's also into that. So
I don't have any heraldry stuff in my shop, so.
Oh, well,
soon,
I guess soon. Okay, soon.
At some
TM.
point.
But other cartooning stuff in the meantime. So go over and support all of Tari's stuff. And otherwise, yeah, Tari, before I let you go, I guess anything else you want to tell the people about before we finish up nomination votes?
Yeah, while we're on the shop, since Neverwinter Nights 2 Enhanced Edition was just announced, I do have some Neverwinter Nights 2 fan postcards
nice.
in my shop. Yeah, featuring Oku, I believe, from Mask of the Betrayer, big old rainbow bear. Yeah, besides that, for those who don't know me, hi, I'm TariToons. I'm a cartoonist and a heraldic artist and illustrator from Germany originally. I live in the Netherlands now. You can find my work on Tumblr, on Blue Sky, and on Kara.app at TariToons. So, yeah, please give me a follow there if you can. Yeah, have a look at my shop if you would.
Support
I want to get
all
rid
of
of
the
my
things.
merchandise.
Yeah. Support so
Take
she
up
can make
space.
more.
Yes,
support
correct.
all of the things, and then also you will see Tari back here next Tuesday for more Beowulf, Age of Heroes.
Should
as we
explain
yes.
that like we do like these streams with the Gamebook illustrations once a month usually. And another Tuesday in the month, usually this month we are doing two. We are doing Beowulf, which is a 5e based RPG based on the epic of Beowulf from Old English literature.
Yep.
So if you like Beowulf specifically, or just like old history and old sagas. Sometimes I go on tangents about medieval history because it's my jam.
Yes, and if you like D&D and or
yes,
duet system, like which is just a GM and player. Yep.
I'm not saying. How dare you, Big Boss?
No, Tari is the opposite of saying you are originally creative and sane. Are original.
No, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not sane.
How dare you say? Oh, I see.
How dare you?
How dare you claim to be sane? Maybe creatively insane. Maybe they may combine them together somehow. But yeah, Tari is amazing, and it's Tari Tuesdays, as we like to talk about on this channel. So definitely join us for that. Check out Tari Shop. Definitely get stuff from there. And Tari, thank you. As always, wonderful work. And I will see you next week for stuff.
Yes, thank you for having me. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Check us love. Bye,
Howdy.
Tari.
Tschüssi.
Alrighty, good stuff. And yes, it looks like there's going to be 3. It looks like we've got our 3. So it worked out. So it looks like the vote is going to be Gorgoa, Blueprints, and Death Stranding are going to be the 3. That's a good set. So I'm going to close this. Good set of 3. And the mods so Echo's really good at putting together a straw poll for this, and then the mods are able to link it to a command called Next Game. And that's the one that we're actually going to use to vote. And this will be open until next week, next Tuesday, at which point we will then wrap it up. And whatever is the winner, I will play the week after that for that Tuesday. Also, since we've been listening to Triangle Strategy, I can't stand it unless we play the best song on it, which I think is Adversity. Yes, it's this one. It's so good. That is the straw poll. Thank you as always, Echo, for doing that. Johnny in the spot there. Also, good dice rolls today. So, okay, sounds good. Thanks, Echo. See you soon. And one of the mods will be able to link that to the next game. Thank you so much, Triffid. And yeah, otherwise, I am going to start kind of closing up shop. I really enjoyed today. Today was great. Really appreciated that raid towards the end as well. I'm going to be at the top of the hour over at GOGCom's Twitch channel playing Expeditions Rome. Awesome role-playing game. If you have not seen it played before, I would advise you to join me. It's awesome. Then tomorrow night, come back here, please, at 9:30 around Eastern, and join us for Community D&D, playing Waterdeep Dragon Heist with the Shadow Crew. I am proud to host that on my channel. Thursday night is going to be Oblivion Remastered. Very excited for that. That's going to be tomorrow. Thursday night, rather. And then on Saturday, I will be playing on this channel our TTRPG of Eberron Oracle of War, the premiere of Season 6, the final season of Eberron Oracle of War. They are level 17. Sorry, I've just got to float with this music. This music is so good. So good. Anyway, that is, so they're level 17. They started at level 1. They're going to be going all the way up to get to, if they make it all the way through, just hit level 20 right before we end, which should be at the end of the year. So that is what is happening. So you don't want to miss the season premiere of Oracle of War, Eberron Oracle of War, happening this Saturday with the Infinity and Beyond crew. So that's what we've got going on this channel. And that's the place to vote, by the way. Vote on this straw poll right there. So you can vote on that straw poll. That's where I'm going to actually play. Right now, Gorgo is ahead of Blue Prince, 3-2. So get your votes in. I've heard good things about Blue Prince as well. I've watched very little of it, and I've heard good things about it. So excited to give that a shot. Anyway, that, however, is going to do it for me here, but not overall. If you like what you saw and heard today, may I suggest, as I float over here, may I suggest that you follow the channel, which is always appreciated, as some of you did today. Please make sure to check out my YouTube. That's !ArvTube. For those of you who are watching over on YouTube, thank you. For those of you who were not, YouTube, it's free to subscribe there, but it really does help us out. So please consider doing that. You can get early access to all of the cool YouTube content over there, so please do that. Our Discord is !ArvCord. I think we have the best community on Twitch, so please join us over there to hang out with us. That is Discord. Twitter is !ArvTweets until that hell site collapses. Thank you, Triffin. And then Blue Sky, which I do want to encourage everyone to get to. When I get to 1,000 followers on Blue Sky, I'm going to close down my Twitter forever. So, sorry, just give me a second. Music is so good. I wrote a lot of my latest, a lot of Heretic. I wrote listening to this soundtrack, so I know this song well. Anyway, so !ArvSky to follow me over on Blue Sky. Website for this, arvanellarun.com. And if you would like some more DM and GM tips, and you're like, where do I find some more? Glad you asked. Gen GMs is the show that I do with my friend Zach Clay. We're recording a long-form video of that tonight, actually, and you'll be able to find it over on Gen GMs to the YouTube channel there. Please follow us over there. We're almost subscribe to us there. We're almost to 100 subscribers. That'll be a good milestone for that. On the financial front, !Arv Shop, that's our merchandise area with cool stuff for you to get and cool stuff to support the channel. !Arvtreon is right there. That's really the financial backbone of the channel. You can get an epic character background written for you by yours truly. I am a award-winning published author of 5 or 6 novels, basically. And also about 11 or 12 short stories. Also a game supplement, more coming. I have a TTRPG based on my Greyshade IP, which is going to be coming out in August. So if you want some of that stuff from a professional author who also teaches it, check out the Patreon. You can get cool stuff for you and cool stuff to support the channel. Also, subscribing to the channel, as several people did today, gives you that custom sub badge and emotes to use here, there, and everywhere across Twitch. And you saw a lot of those emotes being used, all of them, or I should say 95% of them, made by the awesome TariToons, whose art you just saw. On the publishing front, Icarus, my graphic novel from Athos Arts. Library, that's my Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library, which is a 5e adventure and source book from Alligator Alley Entertainment. And Greyshade, that's my Greyshade IP. Greyshade, Renegade, and Heretic, which is available from Athos Arts. That is there. You can also get the audiobook of Greyshade from our very own Trent Sparks at that link. And you can get, you can pre-order the tabletop role-playing game I mentioned of Greyshade, designed by Brandon O'Brien, coming out from Alligator Alley at Gen Con of this year, which is late July, early August. So definitely get your pre-orders in for that now. And as always, exclamation point BLM, Black Lives Matter, important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. Exclamation point Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And exclamation point Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage. And send the message, we'll do so for others in that situation in the future. I want to thank all of my awesome mods today. Dragonspear, Prince Justin, Triffity Mats, and J-Rab who stopped in, and of course, TariToons herself. Thank you for being the best mods in the business. Thank you to my Patreon supporters and subscribers. Thank you to Dragonspear, Prince Justin, Triffid. Thank you to J-Rab. Thank you to Effect Life, to Nonstop. And thank you to all of my viewers. Had a lot of you today. Thank you to Almandrina. Thank you to Back Silly. Thank you to Big Boss, to Bit, to Darth Sisu, to Driving for Moose. Love that. Thank you to DJ Jazzy Jeffrey. Thank you to Doom Ranger. Thank you to Goddess Bell. Thank you to Heberty. Thank you to Labyrinth. Thank you to Imaginary Exponent, as always. Thank you to Carohem. Thank you to Kiba. Thank you to Kundin Trader, Laser Flip, Livid Musician. I am also a musician. I don't know how livid I am, but thank you to Mr. Jonas. Thank you to Rainfall Sonata. That's a great name. Thank you to Skogskra Linnea. Good questions in there, Linnea, about the makeup of our character. I always appreciate that. Thank you to Tanika. Thank you to Toots1986. Thank you to User Flavored Name. Thank you to Vic Fontaine. Thank you to Voteria. And thank you as well to the Raider tonight, who was, wait a minute, he left. I got to go find him anyway. Robert, wait a second. I'll find it. It's, wait a second. It's, no, up here. Wait, I'll find it. Here's the raid. Robert Hartley GM. That's right. Thank you so much to Robert Hartley GM for the raid. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Linnea. I will also go follow him as soon as I'm done with this. So, but that is going to do it for me for now. I'm going to get rid of the music. Is awesome, but I think we've had enough. I have saved everything that I needed to save. And so I'm going to now close this. And we are good with that. And I'm going to head on out. But I will see you folks top of the hour, maybe a few minutes past, because it's going to take me a little bit to get set up, over on GOG.com for some Expeditions Rome. Otherwise, I'll see you Wednesday night for more tabletop play as I host Waterdeep Dragon Heist with Community D&D and the Shadow Crew. That's it for now. Hey, good to see you, Ripping. Hi and goodbye. Absolutely. Now that you followed me, hopefully it will. But definitely you can follow us either in the Discord, Linnea, or, again, by following us on, I always try to post on Blue Sky and Twitter, hopefully soon just Blue Sky, whenever I'm going live, so you can follow me there too. But we also have a Discord notification if you join us under Discord. That's it for me. Got to get out of here. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you most of all to my good friend TariToons for the amazing artwork today. And I will see you all over on GOG.com. I'll see you for more of this next month as we continue with Stealer of Souls. But I'll see you now at the top of the hour at GOG.com for Pen and Pixels and Expeditions Rome. Until then, everyone, please be good to each other and have a good afternoon or night.